Oh my
Cap,
God.
you're a furry. You can't say shit, bro.
What? What's good, everybody? So I have a bunch of creators here with me today to discuss the 3.2 live stream that we have just seen. A lot of familiar faces. We've got Amethyst Abrams, we've got Blazion, we've got Life Lessons, Ryuku Sensei, VXV, and a new addition that we haven't had on here before the channel, the Nigeria Perspective. Hello, guys. How are you? How's everyone doing? We all chilling?
Good.
Hell yeah.
We're good.
All good?
Oh, I'm great.
I'm
I'm great.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
great actually.
I'm
Yeah, I'm good.
admiring
Good.
Amethyst Abrams' poster on the background.
Oh, the Dragon Ball
That's
Z
a
one?
badass poster.
It is badass.
Yeah,
That's
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I guess we'll just go in like straight away with everyone's feelings on 3.2 out of 10. Okay, just really quick, out of 10, what
Are we
would
gonna
you
go in
give it
order?
for a Yeah, in
Are we
order
go-
from Amethyst first, then Blazion, and then I'll
Okay.
go, and then we'll go down. So, Amethyst, what do you think out of 10?
Give it a 7.
A 7. Okay.
Yeah,
7,
you're
yeah.
canceled,
7?
bro.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. It's a dangerous
I
number.
don't care. I don't care. The only reason why it is a 7 is because some of the events look classic 80s, 90s arcade games, and the story looks decent. That's it. I don't
Okay.
care.
All right,
Anyway.
Blazion.
I'm not sure if that's a good or
You know what?
bad.
Because they introduced Alpha from Punishing Grey Raven.
Yes, Crimson Weave.
I'm gonna say it a 10 out of 10. I'm kidding. I think it's like an 8. No, you know what?
8.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 as
A
well.
7. Okay, 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think the teaser of 2 new characters bumps it up at least 2 points for me, simply because new characters. So I'm dangerously in the 7 out of 10 bracket as well. I'll be real. I'm also giving it a 7 out of 10. Life, how about you, buddy?
All right, so as the dedicated Kuro bot, I guess, or Kuro shell, for me, and I think it's because of what I'm looking forward to. I put those things pretty high. The amount of stuff that they announced, I'd say I'd probably give it a solid, without actually experiencing it, 8.3.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
What's a
Okay.
specific?
Eight.
Point
Three.
3.
I want to give it an 8.5.
3.14.
5, 7, 8, 9.
I want to get an
6, 7?
8.5. I do because I'm that excited, and there's personal
Give it
reasons for
that,
that.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
Give
yeah,
it that, bro.
8.5.
Okay.
8.5 out of 10.
8.5. Ryuku, how about you, buddy?
I don't know. It's like I don't think it's really possible to give like review scores for live streams. Like I can only talk about the vibe, but the vibe.
That's what I
I'm
mean,
getting
like the
for
vibe. Like
3.2
out of 10,
update.
how do you feel about
Yeah,
it? Just
like-
on first impressions.
Oh, like how excited am I for it?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
excited wise, yeah, I'd say about a 7 or 8. And again, most of that is mainly because of the other like hinted characters as well. Because I'll be honest, I'm not all that excited for SIGRIKA. I mean, it's just not my thing. But
Yeah,
the
we'll get
story
into
and the
that.
new characters look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. V, how about you?
I'll be honest, that shit's a 5.
Oh, the lowest
That's-
score yet.
Oh yeah, I get
That
it.
shit's a 5. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That shit's a 5. Echo management. That's it. Where's the qualities of life? Where's the? Let's look at other issues that are very important. What happened to the spending event now and all that good stuff that you're trying to set up? It's super weird. I feel like it kind of took like some form of a weird turn from the trajectory they started on. It's weird. Like I'm still trying to make sense of it. I do believe this is them setting up things for what's to come, like the
For sure.
collab and the anniversary. So I think it's good that it's like this. It's a breathing room. I think these are very important in gacha games. God knows I'm tired of pulling every single character. I would love some breathing room, but it's still, kind of weak.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotta call for what it is.
5. Well, we can talk about why. And then we have the Nigerian Perspective. Okay, how would you like me to refer to you? The Nigerian Perspective is a
Yeah, I know,
mouthful.
right?
How do you like me to refer
racist
to
if I
you?
say that.
Firstly, I'm having problems with my mic. Can you guys hear me well?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. So you can. I know the Nigeria, it's a big mouthful, but you can just call me TMP.
TNP.
TMP. Just
TMP,
like
okay,
abbreviate
great.
the name.
TMP.
NP.
Okay.
Nah, I gotta
TNP.
ring
I'm
out.
just only T.
Mr. T.
Yeah, we'll call you T, man. They call me
It's a
V.
T.
That's one letter. We'll call you T.
Yeah, it's
bro.
We'll call you
Yeah,
T.
can I call
T
you
and
P?
V.
Listen, call me
T and V
wherever you
sounds
want, man.
crazy.
Call me wherever you want. It's all good.
Awesome.
And as for my personal review, right? Because I believe that like WuWa live streams have come in threes, right? The
Yeah.
story, the events, and the quality of life. The events was trash. Let's not deceive ourselves. The event was not anything crazy.
Let's not deceive ourselves.
The event was not anything crazy. The quality of lives were really good. I enjoyed the quality of lives, and the only thing that is with this is with this live stream, right, was the story, and it centers around SIGRIKA, which is not a very important, very hype character. So I'd give it like a 6, maybe a 6.5. But the event, the version itself could prove me wrong, right? But from what I've seen, I'm giving like a 6.5.
A 6.5.
Yeah, just on hype. Yeah.
Yeah, just based on hype. That's fine. I feel like a lot of people's hype comes from the new characters or how you already feel about SIGRIKA, right? Personally, for me, I never really particularly cared much about her. Seeing her kit right now in the live stream, I'm still not like majorly convinced. But I think it's kind of a shame. I guess we can briefly talk about like the story that they kind of teased. Obviously, SIGRIKA being a potential upcoming member of the Heliotic Six, it means she's quite important. That's quite significant for her. And I kind of hope that we get to experience more of that kind of lore during this, but I kind of doubt it. That's what I'm worried about, is that we're not really going to get much of that kind of interaction because everything seems to be about this event, which is kind of a little bit of a shame because I really wanted her to be the linchpin of like talking more about the Roya stuff. But how do you guys feel about SIGRIKA in this patch so far and the story that they're trying to present to you right now? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'll just keep it in order, I think. I think SIGRIKA as a character, I can't say too much about her because every time we've seen her, she's literally been either leaving the classroom or leaving the hospital. I think they're teasing her for something. I think she's going to be very important, which is the reason why her specifically is being teased. And her being part of the Heliotic Six or whatever the hell it is. You know, this is a very important group. We learned from the Shaper that they were very important to the story in 3.0,
but haven't had much since. Right.
Yeah. Also, rip to the Shaper, one of the best looking characters in the game, and they they introduce one of the most beautiful looking characters just for him to go, I'm going to sacrifice myself after 5 minutes of meeting you.
Videos 2.0.
Yeah. It's worse than Ovidius. So Ovidius had more time. He had more time.
It is Ovidius. Ovidius should have been like a 4-star, right? But then it's like
4-star.
But 4-star.
Shaper, he'd have been 5-star.
Shaper would have been an easy 5-star, but instead they go, pleasure to finally meet you. I am the Shaper. By the way, I'm going to self-destruct now, and you're going to use my essence to save the day. That's it. You're never going to hear from me again.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. But maybe he was just a catalyst to introduce the lore of Heliotic 6, which is fine. And if SIGRIKA is a key part of that group, fine. I actually want to know more about that group. But her as a character, I don't really care about SIGRIKA. But when I saw her gameplay, her animations look very nice. Like I like the whole
I'm the opposite.
constellation. No, I like the colors. I like her animations. Everyone knows I'm an animation whorebag, so it's like it's like anytime there's a character that looks somewhat colorful, like ooh, pretty colors, I like it, then I'm gonna admit it. But I think it literally, but I just, other than that, I just don't care about the character. Maybe when I play the story, I'm going to go, oh, you know what? She's very interesting. She's very interesting and very likable. They've done it before. I've been proven wrong before. I didn't like Phoebe. Exactly. I love Phoebe, but I never liked her when they announced her. Yeah. So maybe she's going to be the Phoebe of 3.x. If that's the case, then I'm excited.
True.
But her as a character, don't care enough to summon, but I'm always open for characters to be likable within lore and story of Wuthering Waves.
They could definitely change your mind once you experience it, right? Like, maybe actually I didn't care and now I do. Like
I'm not writing her off as a character, but I'm writing her off as a summonable character, if you know what I mean. Like as an actual character in the story, I'm like, you know what? I'm interested.
What makes you summon more? Like their kit or their story?
Their animations.
Their animations.
Okay. Yeah, for me.
And how the character looks. Like how the actual character looks like physically and how their animations look. You know, like Luke, I was like, he looks great, but his animations look even better. And his story was even better, right? But if there's a character that I'm like, I don't really care about them, but then I see their animations, I'm like, okay. They look sick. They look sick, you know? So if the character looks colorful and looks like they're stunting on the enemy, then I'm always going to be like, you know what? I don't care if they're going to be trash. Like, look at Zani. Everyone trashes on that character, and she still looks amazing. I don't care what anyone says, right? She goes Super Saiyan. She literally has the powers
That's what
of
makes
time.
her look amazing. The base
But
form
that's what I mean.
sucks,
Like, bro, she literally has. an
Oh,
instant
shut up!
super.
No, I love her base form.
Like, I like her
Nah.
base form, right? I don't like her skin, but I like her base form. But the only reason why I like her the most is because her animations, to me, are very impressive. I don't care if people say she's trash. I like her aesthetically.
Just
That's
just
that
to,
DBZ
real
fanboy
quick
there.
on that. She's literally one of the strongest characters in the game.
Oh, I keep saying this, but no one cares.
Like people talk about how clunky, the slow parts, but just by the math, like meta wise, visually
yeah,
she's
she's great.
amazing.
Yeah,
Animation,
yeah.
she's amazing. And then meta wise, she's literally one of the strongest characters in the game.
You say
Yeah,
that, but every time I use her in fucking double pawn matrix, she's one of my worst performing with the team.
Well, that's because you're just simply trash at
skill
using
issue,
her.
that's
There's
right.
Exactly.
literally
And I
no-
feel like Zani is an interesting character
Whoa!
in that sense because, well, it rewards skill. It rewards people that
Yeah.
are good.
If you're
those
skill-
are
if-
characters-
it's a skill
Whoa, are
issue.
you calling
It is a
me
skill
the
issue.
Skill issue, basically. That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
Skill issue,
I
chat.
play her
than you.
better than I play other characters and other teams in the end game.
And
Okay,
that
that's
actually
at
tells
that
you
point. That's not
how
skill issue.
trash you are.
Exactly.
If you
That's-
can't
He has
even
the
pull off,
No,
if you can't
I
even,
refuse
if that
this.
tells
I
you
reject
how
this.
trash you are.
No,
because if
you
she,
have shut up. You have an S6
Why are we getting into a
Zani.
Zani conversation
You have
right now?
an
I thought it was like
S6 Zani.
3.2. We
You
need to
can't
calm
talk
the
to me
fuck
about
down.
skill
let's
issue,
get back.
brother.
Let's get back. Let's get back.
Right.
3.2,
Sorry.
guys. 3.2. Stay on
Sorry.
topic.
Check it out. Check it out.
Cut out.
Check her out.
How do you feel about SIGRIKA? Sorry, we got derailed briefly.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I kind of think that she's fucking trash, and I don't even care
Oh.
about her at all.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, that's okay.
That's
I
harsh,
just don't
bro.
like her.
That's so
The
harsh.
banners. I'm gonna be honest with you. I pulled for Phoebe just because on her rerun, but when she first came, I was like, okay, I don't even like this type of trope of character,
Uh-huh.
so I'm just not gonna pull her. Also, the banners are fucking garbage. Like it's like a Yang Senhua and
Oh, you mean those ones? Okay.
Bullying,
Yeah.
I think. And
Yeah, I think Bullying.
and the other ones is Tayoshi Yuhu Denjin for Lina Izani Phoebe. Oh, speaking of the devil. No, but like I don't really care that much about SIGRIKA. To be honest, the quest itself, I'm just there for the main story quests, and
Mhm.
that's pretty much just it. She's just gonna be cluttered with us because she has she wants to know a bit more of the dark side. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm in a fucking Jedi movie or something. But that being said, no, I really don't really care that much about her, to be honest.
That's fair. That's okay. I wish she had more presence in like the second half of 3.0 personally. I think that would have been really cool to see her. That would have fit in more. In terms of like her kit and how she plays, she's just going to be a Chi-Yuan like slave essentially. Like it's gonna be her, Chi-Yuan, and like Shorekeeper, whatever, like doing their thing. So if
Yeah,
you
this
don't
is
have
just saving.
if you don't have Chi-Yuan, then she's probably a pretty easy skip if you care about like meta for that kind of thing. But I'm not really that impressed by her visually or kit. Maybe the story will convince me, but I'm not particularly phased. Anyway,
I
Life, how about you?
think it's funny.
sorry.
I think it's wait a second. I think it's funny her ultimate animation where the Solozis or Soloskis, but whatever, bro. The
Soloskins,
little
yeah.
on a whole
Soloskins.
thingies.
Soloskins.
The four skins. Yeah, sure. Those guys like use them as like a how do you call that thing that they
Slingshot.
Slingshot,
like
yeah.
a slingshot.
Slingshot.
That's cool.
Use that
Yeah.
for a slingshot, and then she just throws herself at the enemies on her ultimate.
Yeah.
It looks kind of funny. It looks like Angry Birds or something like that. But other than that, I don't really care that much about
No.
her animations either.
Yeah, like we have like Yuno and Cardathea and SIGRIKA is another DPS. Like where does she fit in people's like team building unless like you just have a spare Chi-Yuan you're not using for anything. Like I just don't know where she fits in people's matters, but anyway, that's how I feel about her.
It almost feels like another Chisa moment. Where
Well,
do you
no,
put
well,
Chisa?
Chisa makes sense. She has her place and roles to fill. Even right now with like Imeth and like Cardathea, but like SIGRIKA being a DPS or like leading towards that direction, it's kind of like, well, what are we doing? I don't know. Anyway, Life, how are you?
So Mr. Contrarian here once again.
I knew you'd like her. I knew you'd like her. I know.
Okay.
I
Get the
knew you'd
shill out
like
of
her.
here,
Just-
bro.
I know
Get the
what you
shill
like.
out of here, man.
I know.
God damn
I
it!
know.
Fuck this Kurobot, bro.
Somebody's got to do it.
Right.
Okay, so I'm in agreement with Imeth. That's crazy. Don't
I'm a
Amethyst. Yo.
He is indeed working out on the
I mean, they look
I mean,
kind of
you're
similar.
looking
They
very
look very
pink and
similar. I can
pretty.
see why you get. I can see why you get switched up. They look very similar.
Yeah, the
Okay.
tits give it away. Yeah, sorry.
So, like when I play fighting games, for example, there's certain characters that I really enjoy that are like cool animations, all that splashy stuff. So that's kind of the same thing with me. My personal opinion, just this is Lahiroy opinion in general. I haven't been the most blown away by the designs in Lahiroy personally. I think they're kind of some of the weaker ones out of like all the designs we've gotten in Wuthering Waves. There are certain characters that break that mold. Originally, it was Mornier. I thought she had like one of the most cool designs because just like the whole space ethereal bit. And then SIGRIKA being another one because I just really like the cultural Royan designs of her outfit. I like the ginger sort of aesthetic with the hair, the braids and all that. Just all those details are just really cool to me. And then when I saw her kit, I was like, oh shoot, she's like a soulless kid magical girl, basically. So for me, I think that's cool. In terms of story, yeah, I mean, similar to everybody else, I think a lot of people are more excited about the new characters, which I totally understand. Me personally, I like the way she looks in terms of the story and her actual presentation. I don't know if I care that much right now. I know that there's some things that they could do with her, of course, but I just don't know what they're going to do in this story because we're just kind of meeting her and they have the celebration and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to what they will do. I think in terms of just like 3.2, 3.2 in general, I think a lot of the big stuff is probably going to happen in the second part. But yeah, as a character, I'm looking forward to her. And I think story-wise, she's going to be important. I just don't know how important she'll be immediately. I think we might just be doing a lot of celebration stuff for the most part.
Yeah, it feels like the second part's they're doing after stories again, right? Like another segue. And it seems like it's going to be with Lucilla and Hyaku. I don't know if I'm saying it right, like Hyaku. So I wonder how much SIGRIKA will get in there.
Yuki.
I wonder, but I
Say her name right. Say her name right.
So,
Say it right.
What is it?
Hiyuki.
Hiyuki. Okay.
That's the
Hiyuki.
Euglesio girl, right?
I'm just gonna call her
Oh my
Hoktua
God.
for the rest of this. Okay.
No. Say her name right. Say it right. Say it right.
Hiyuki.
Say it right.
Well, are you my fucking dad? What is this? What
Say it
the
right.
fuck?
No, that's me.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
Carlotta's been carrying Glacio for an entire year. Hiyuki's about to break the entire game.
If Yuki's oh my God, I can't.
Wouldn't it be
I mean,
funny?
she literally
Wait,
stepped.
guys.
We can get there.
And ice is
We
at
can
her
talk about her in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Guys,
Sorry,
We'll get
we'll
there,
get there.
we'll get
ADHD.
Yeah, we get there.
SIGRIKA. And story.
Right, yeah. So I'm
Who's your
like,
favorite character?
I'm mainly on the same kind of wavelengths as Amethyst, and I also understand what Life is saying about the story as well. Like, so when it comes to SIGRIKA as a character, like design wise, just not it for me. She just does not vibe with me personally. She kind of looks like that girl from that Disney movie Brave, like the like just
I love
not my
that.
kind
Okay.
of style. See, this is why I know what he's gonna like now, because like his favorite character is still Zhezha. That says a lot. Right,
Oh,
moving
okay.
on.
Bro.
The worst character in the game.
Like, I'm just saying, I actually like it, but still, like just design wise and animation wise, just not my kind of thing. Like the characters that just like throw like Pikmin type things at enemies to do damage is just not my kind of thing, like at all. It just doesn't vibe me. If you like that sort of thing, perfectly fine. I hope you enjoy it, but just I've got 2 accounts and I've been doing a thing where I pull one copy of both the character and the weapon on either one of my accounts. I think she might be the first one I'm going to skip entirely on either of them because I'm like,
Oh shit.
I'm good. I don't.
I
need
have
it.
a spare Choyuan, by the way, so that too.
And it's like when it comes to the story, I do think Life is correct in that I do think she's going to play a bigger part in the like later part of the story to do with the Heliotic 6 and like the whole drive and everything like that.
Yeah.
I think that's how she plays in. So lore wise and story wise, I think she's going to play a big part. But when it comes to design, at this point, like again, could change in the future. Considering like I was also not all too excited about Phoebe, but now I love Phoebe. I think a lot of people love Phoebe. So it could be a case of that. But as it is right now, just on the attack animations and such, just not really my thing.
Just
Sorry.
imagine Phoebe if she could box, you know?
Okay, speaking of like I saw a thing on Twitter like last week or the week before, like someone saying about SIGRIKA might be a god. I saw SIGRIKA like actually boxing. I was like, oh, if she's got animations like that, okay, I'm interested. But then she's like all this whimsy, like, oh yeah,
She
no.
feels like
if
a
she's like more
rectifier user.
hardcore,
She doesn't feel like a bully.
I wanted that gap. I wanted that gap more where she's like, she looks cute, but then when she's fighting, she like locks in and she like beats the shit out of people. I wanted that kind of gap going on, but we just didn't get it.
We saw that in the trailer.
No, I think she uses a
Not
dagger
much.
instead. She
No,
doesn't
I
box.
wanted
She
it in her-
uses a dagger.
I didn't see that. Maybe I had
I
my
wanted it
eyes
in her.
closed.
I wanted it in her attack animation. I wanted to like be like
Okay, yeah, fair.
knuckle down, bare knuckle boxing. Like
That
I
would've
wanted
been
that
cool.
kind of thing. That would be so
Character.
cool.
There's only one
I have
character
the trailers
in
to
the game.
come, so we'll see what
Yeah,
they do with
yeah,
that.
we'll
Their
see.
character already does that.
Yeah, there's only one character that's a kickboxer.
I know,
boxer.
Amethyst. Shut up with your
And
goddamn
everyone-
Reddit mod thing there.
Actually,
Danny's
What
hot,
was he
bro.
gonna say, man?
I was gonna say, there's only one
The Reddit mod
kickboxing
himself.
character. The Discord mod himself, Yuan Wu. He's the only boxer in the
Yeah.
game.
Woo.
He's the
Ooh.
only boxer in the
Yuan
entire
Wu.
game. Like literally.
He's really cool. I like him.
Yeah, he is. I really want them to do more
I-
with the whole vibration thing.
Oh, what? Because of
There's
the
lots of,
vibration
there's lots of stuff they
master?
need to do. But yeah, I'm good. V, what are you?
SIGRIKA, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. First and foremost,
Oh boy.
justice and love to redheads. I'll be honest. I like the design. I think the design is pretty cute. In terms of place in the meta, I'll be honest. I'm not knowledgeable on what she does. I'm assuming she's a DPS, correct?
Yeah, she like they haven't released any new Echo sets, so she's going to be an Echo skill character. It's an era Echo.
Yeah, I
skill
have no idea
character,
what the hell
so-
that even means. It's like,
Yeah,
well, you talk
but she's
to
going to be
Echo,
Chi-Yuan. Her and Chi-Yuan are probably Shorekeeper. Probably going to be the team for her.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically
Probably.
she's stealing Chi-Yuan from Galbarena, if you have her.
Right.
Yeah.
But does she do as much damage as Galbarena?
We don't know.
We don't know
That's
yet.
leaked.
We
So
don't know
we
yet.
don't
That's-
know. We
that's-
don't know.
That's impossible
No
to know
idea.
yet. Yeah, that's impossible to know right now.
Okay.
I mean, I would assume new character. I mean, power creep isn't crazy in this
Yeah.
game, but like,
Also, like
Yeah,
Arrow on
character.
Arrow, like the Chi-Yuan also buffs Arrow too. So like I would assume that team would be stronger than Chi-Yuan and
ideal, yeah.
Galbrenna, right? So like
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what.
assuming so.
Yeah.
So Galbarena might get like her own dedicated support, maybe more.
Another
in the future,
fusion
like-
character. We're getting a lot of fusions happening, especially because, as we know, like fusion burst characters are probably on
Where's
the horizon as
Glacio?
well.
Glacio's at the bottom of the
So-
ditch, dead. Where's Glacio?
We
True.
already see
Electro.
Glacio.
Well, they're
YouTube.
releasing one, from what I'm understanding. It's like
Yeah.
the new girl they just showcase. Like,
I mean,
You
she
know.
looks kind of Glacio, like she's like stepping
Glacio-
on
she has a
frost. Again, we'll
Glacio
talk about
sword.
her later.
Yeah.
No, she has a Glacio sword. I think it's very
Yeah.
evident that she's going to be Glacio.
yeah, she's the Ayaka slash,
alpha.
Katana girl, classic Katana.
she's Miyabi.
Glacio girl.
She's
Mhm.
Japanese.
Miyabi.
Not
She's
Yeah,
Chinese.
she's very Japanese. Exactly. Yeah, I think she.
Do
she's
not get them
Japanese,
mixed
like-
up.
gonna be busted. She has no choice.
Yeah, but
Right
like, so
here.
if that's the
But-
case, if that's going to be her place in the meta, then I'm afraid, like in terms of pull value, it's not really there. Design wise, though, look, if they sell me the character well in the story, I might pick it up. But besides that, I'm not like too hype over picking this particular character up because of what's to come. We have the anniversary.
lot of
There's these
people.
new two characters that they just shown in the trailer. There's the Cyberpunk collab. Very hard for me not to save my pulls towards those.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If SIGRIKA ever
Mhm.
gets a place in the meta, then sure, I'll pull for her later because I would love for her to be good like Phoebe. She's adorable like Phoebe. I love characters like
I
those,
feel
but
like she's going to be like
she's a
a
redhead
Phoebe
too,
though, in
so
terms of
I
like
have a thing for
everything.
redheads.
Like Phoebe really just
literally
exists for
see
Zani.
Yeah, you literally see the in the trailer one part of the story where Rover even pats her in the head. It's obvious she's gonna be like Phoebe, you know.
Lahiro
Like,
Phoebe.
Well, that'd be great. But
We take
Phoebe's
those.
a sweet support. She's trying to box. Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know.
She's kind of Yoimiya. She's the Yoimiya, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Of
Could be. That's
But
a good,
Yoimi was a
that's
good
good-
character.
she's
Like,
like-
people liked.
well, she's in between.
I like
Yeah.
Yoimiya.
No, but people were like saving for something else after.
She was in between
before-
Ayaka and Raiden.
True.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
she's fucked.
Kinda, yeah.
True.
It's like Imith
I feel
and
This is probably gonna be.
Cyberpunk collab.
I feel like revenue is probably going to be pretty low for this patch. Like it's probably going to be everyone's now in save
yeah.
mode. I'm
People
a
need
loot.
to save.
This
There's the
everyone's in
Cyberpunk
save
collab.
mode for anniversary.
Oh, we
Yeah.
might go crazy.
Anniversary is
is
what
good.
3.3? Is it going to be 3.3
We
or
don't
is it
know
3 or
yet.
4?
We don't know yet. I
It
don't
feels
know.
strange because they
It
didn't
should be.
tease any.
Timeline wise, I think it should be around 3.3 or right,
Was
right
the
towards
anniversary
the end
last
of it.
time?
What date is it? Is the I don't know. Chat
It's
is
in
anyone
May
know?
23rd.
May-
May 23rd is the actual day,
okay,
the
maybe
anniversary
3.4 then.
day. Yeah, so if it
3.4.
is
Yeah.
if it isn't 3.3, it most certainly is 3.4
3.4. It's
because
3.4.
yeah, May
I doubt
23rd
it.
is the birthday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because the thing is, they said, every 6 months, big thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so 2.4 was Septimont. So 3.4 will probably be other big thing. So
Yeah.
anniversary 9 times out of 10 would be before that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But the anniversary has to come on the actual anniversary. Like, so whatever the date is.
Yeah,
It didn't last year. It
Like,
wasn't
that's
last year though.
Crazy.
It wasn't last year
Was it
though. The
not?
patch didn't. Last
No,
year's patch
no.
didn't launch on the birthday. It launched like 3 weeks prior.
Oh.
Yes, they did that in 2.3.
Yeah,
actually.
that patch
Hmm.
went over the anniversary period, but it started
It was
off
a bit
3
longer.
weeks prior.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Mm,
That makes
I
sense.
see.
I don't know if it's the right play to put the Cyberpunk collab on the anniversary, but only time will tell.
We'll see. We'll see,
We'll
I
see.
guess.
We'll
All
see.
right, Mr. T and P. Mr. T, how do you feel about
It's a
SIGRIKA?
T.
Alright, so for my thoughts on SIGRIKA, right? I think like I agree with what every single person said, but I also think that Crow themselves did her very dirty. Because before SIGRIKA, we had Amith, right?
Mhm.
And we know how bad the look sales were, right? And then after SIGRIKA, we're having like Yuki, and then the anniversary, and then all these other characters, and all these like nobody at all wants to pull for SIGRIKA. That's really the thing. And when it comes to like this, because I think the only thing right now that could save SIGRIKA is the story that Kuro gives her. If the story is good enough, because I think that's what happened with like Frolova, I think. Where it's like nobody really cared for Frolova before her banner. But then after the story, I'm not sure about how much people wanted to pull for Frolova, but I do know that people started to care for Frolova more as a character.
Yep.
So if Kuro is able to sell SIGRIKA the same way they did Frolova, I mean, that was the reason I put for Frolova in the first place, because of the story, because I never planned on pulling for her. But now I have her because of her story. So if they're able to do that same thing with SIGRIKA, I personally would pull for her. But just like every single person here, I don't have any plan. Like, I'm completely free to play. I don't particularly enjoy spending money on gacha games. So I'm mostly free to play, right? So I'm
Mostly.
saving my own I'm saving my own thing for the bigger, better characters. And the way I'm seeing Hiyuki or Hyoka, whatever her name is, the snow chick, she's looking
Say her
bigger.
name.
She's looking bigger. She's
Say it
looking
right.
so bigger and
Say it
so much
right.
better. So it's like, bro, I can't. That's really me
Yeah.
though.
No.
I'm not sure
like,
a name for her. Like in Japanese, what the kanji is.
Bro's gonna know.
That's
Bro's
an
gonna
interesting
know.
take, actually.
I'm gonna find out.
I think that in the case of Frolova, because it was 2.5, we already knew that Ayuno, August, and other characters were gonna come out later. Some
Yeah.
people also saved for that as well. But in this case, we have the collab. We have
This is worse.
who
This is
knows?
way
So
worse.
much
Who
worse.
knows? Who be
It's so
the
much worse.
Cyberpunk collab?
This
and
is so much
possibly
worse.
I feel
anniversary.
like though they did the smart
It's
thing.
your Mia.
Like if any character was gonna be the middle in between character that Kuro knows people will be skipping her. Like they know this is gonna be a skip character.
Yeah.
And it makes sense that they made her and her animations aren't like the greatest out of everyone. Her story's probably not going to be the most amazing. She's dependent on characters most people haven't pulled. Most people haven't pulled Chiyuan compared to other characters, right? So it makes sense that she's like here, and maybe like them running her on her own, so she has the whole patch. Well, not the whole patch, but running her on her own in this is like probably the best idea.
Yeah, I think that she like a necessary sacrifice that Crow just made. Like,
so
hey, let's
she's
just
the only
put
new
this character away.
character, and with like 3 other reruns, like for first and second half. So like, I don't know. I feel like they know. It's very obvious that they know
Even
that she's not going to
With
be.
what V said, when V was basically saying people need like a patch to like refresh,
Mhm.
like the next one's a rerun right after her. So really, people are going to be saving this whole
Yeah.
3.2 for all the insane amount of hype stuff that's going to happen after.
Although I will say they are rerunning Linnae, which I think is great, and she is basically a must pull character if you have picked up basically any other character in like 3.x so far. Like if you have picked up anyone,
I've ever seen.
like
I didn't pay attention.
right.
To that.
yeah, no, Linnae, she's
Linnae was
honestly
in
has a higher
3.0?
pull value than SIGRIKA does by a huge mile.
Oh,
You've picked up
100%.
million.
if you've picked up any
Very close.
3 point whatever.
Yeah,
Like
Linnae's
her
very
buffs are
good.
crazy, her tune breaking stuff, like everything, her liberation, like it's great. So
No, it's
if,
obvious.
From what I
yeah.
heard,
yeah.
she's even better. Like, she's so good that even if you don't have a 3.x character, she basically
Yeah.
beats out most like other sub DPS,
Supports.
basically every other CBDS in the game. I think somebody was saying like you could probably put her instead of, sadly, Jeja in a Carlotta team, and you'd actually come out on top.
Exactly.
Justice
or
for
like
my
throw
girl
her
Jeja,
with
man.
Yuno, and suddenly you have a better DPS Yuno, for example, which makes her a great addition into an endgame mode like a double pawn matrix, or it has been renamed into what is it called, end state matrix. So that's the next thing on the patch notes. I guess we'll quickly talk about it. It's a good segue actually into like the whole thing, unless you guys want to talk about the reruns. If any comments on the reruns?
I don't mind lightly talking about
Variation.
I mean, variation, yeah, but also
I'm so happy it's back.
The only thing I was going to say about the reruns is if you guys wanted Lene, but if anyone wanted Lene and didn't get Lene, this is the perfect time to get Lene. If you don't want SIGRIKA, because especially if you're an Imeth person, like I'm someone that got Mornier, got Imeth, but didn't get Lene. So if I was going to summon it, I don't care
How
about
the hell
Lene,
did that
bro.
happen?
I don't care about Lene, man.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I didn't care about.
Moni is a great like support as well, like heals, and she's just great heals and such. So I don't blame him. Yeah,
like when I saw Lene and Mornier, if someone said if you have to pick one, who are you picking? It's like Mornier. She looks in my opinion, she looked way cooler. But I think Lene, from what a lot of people said, is like Lene was the better choice for Imeth. Granted, I didn't really care. But if I wanted,
there'll be another
now,
better option later. Don't worry.
Yeah, there'll probably be another option
better fusion
later. But if you guys don't want,
no leaks. Shut up.
Well, no, I'm just saying there needs to be. It's not leaks. There needs to be another fusion burst.
Yeah, see, Amethyst
no
got
leaks, no leaks. But also, what I was going to say, if you're going to summon for anyone that isn't SIGRIKA and you're an Imeth main, go for Lene if you don't have her, because she's very, very good. It'll make your Imeth team actually disgusting.
Just a lot
like
of teams.
disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgraceful. But also like other characters that are coming in, like you've got Zani coming in, you've got Phoebe coming in, so they're obviously pushing. If you've got Zani or got Phoebe, go for the other, because again, if you have the right components for that team, it's a good team to have. Granted, an old team is still a good team to have.
Although why would you run Zani just after you've had Luke? I don't get that.
I mean, true. I mean, true. If you've got Luke, then you don't need. But I think it's there just to say, look, these two do work well together. So you've got one or the other. Then
Zani scales well. Scales well. I just said scales well. Scales well with copies if you're that type of player.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The more copies you have of Zani, the better she becomes. But if you're someone that doesn't have Zani and you have a Phoebe, then maybe go with Luke, because Phoebe could help Luke. But I think the reruns are fine. I don't mind the fact that they have this many reruns, because also if you do the trials, you get like 20 or 25 Asterites per trial. So there's even more Asterites for you, I guess. But I don't think they're that bad. I think the reruns are pretty fine.
Yeah, and we're very. Like I said, we're close to the anniversary, so like we'll have loads more characters anyway.
Yeah, or just don't summon anything.
I think it makes sense for them to actually put Zani, Phoebe, and Linnea as well, because of Luke and Luke being on phase 2 in 3.1. It would make sense for TOA buffs to cater a little bit towards spectral damage dealers, and events like that do the same thing. So that can be helpful even for an old Spectral team, which is the Zani Spectral Frazzle team.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was thinking in my head, that why it would make sense for Zani to be there as well.
Yeah, no, Spectral teams definitely cater to TOA 100%. And also like Spectral gauntlets. Anyway, moving on to talking about the new recurring challenge. So how many of you guys have actually done the double pawn matrix endgame modes? Have you all done it? Have you all
No, I've not.
Really.
I've not. No,
I've not at the time.
No. So Blazion has, Life has, I have. Mr. TNP, have you done it?
I personally haven't done it.
You haven't done it?
I don't really have.
Got you. V,
I
how about
can't
you?
say I care enough. I can't say I care enough about the mode.
Actually, I'm curious.
I like it, actually.
I'm curious why, for those of you that haven't done it, why haven't you done it? Because personally, I actually really liked it because it was difficult. So I'm curious. So if those of you who haven't done it, why haven't you engaged with the new endgame?
I've tried it. I've tried it in the past, but I think because I've been so hooked and focused on the lore and the story of the game, I've not really been focusing on the end game. Like even TOA, I play a little bit of TOA. I don't care much about completing it. I only play fantasies just to do goofy videos about how high can the scale be for the ceiling on damage of these characters, right? Don't really care about fantasies other than making goofy videos. And WuWa, I'd never touch WuWa because I don't care about WuWa. But this game mode, I know it's like got an element of difficulty, and I know it is fun because I have played it. But I just don't. I don't know. I don't think I care too much about the end game mode to go.
It's very much an account check because you need a lot of teams. Like you need at least 4 really well built teams to kind of carry through to that 5K like check mark. So it very much.
Although
is,
you
so.
can use,
I think that's why I don't like it.
You can use Shorekeeper and Verena
Like
on
twice.
more than one team, which is nice. But still, it's a bit. It's an account check, definitely a roster check.
That's why I don't like it. I don't like account checks anything. I prefer for games to be about skill, but be skill based, not account based. Like it's just like.
Yeah,
but
stop it. We already got enough account checks and everything else.
I'd argue though that there is skill based with double pond. Or
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure there's definitely an element of skill that you need in there to complete. But I'm saying like it's like account check first and then skill. But I mean like
the prerequisite is what you're talking
I hate
about.
the account check part of it entirely. I just want it to be completely skill based.
Yeah.
Personally, it's for me, right? It's just I think it's just like what Ryuko said, right? It's like, because I personally like WuWa, right? Before I hated it, when I got decent characters, I started to like it, and I like TOE. So for me, right, it's like doing these two already is somewhat enough, and they're more or less the same in the sense that they have timers, and I personally really don't like timers. I that's what like I personally love Souls games, because the idea behind Souls games is that you're trying to see, there's no timer, no nothing. It's, you can spend however you want. Just see how strong you are with this thing.
So holograms essentially almost, even though there's a timer, 5 minutes is a lot.
I love holograms because it's like, yes, face this enemy, that's it. But then having the timer in WuWa, the timer in TOE, and then the timer in this new was like, okay, I'm just putting this one away. Let me just focus on these two and holograms.
I'd argue though that the timer in Double Pawn Matrix is what actually makes that endgame mode fun, because it's all about how much damage can you do with this team in that time limit. It's not like finish it before in like 1 minute and you get your 3 stars. You get the full time. How far can you get with this team? And for me, there's something satisfying about that, of like, okay, how far can I push this team with
I don't disagree with you.
that I have.
It's also a boss rush, which is
exactly
fun.
Yeah.
I like the boss rush aspect.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you saying do as much damage as you can in this time limit. I don't mind that, but also what T's saying is, because there's so many timer game modes, it's too
time this, time that. We've already got enough of them. Just give us something different.
Like something different would be great. Something different would be really, really nice. Like the holograms are great because even though there is a timer, it's such a high timer, it doesn't really matter, because you're most likely going to either die or complete it in under the timer anyway. So I don't think this game mode is probably the one game mode.
We got timer fatigue in WuWa.
Yes, timer fatigue.
Yep.
But
Okay, take timers out. How do you make an end game mode that doesn't have a timer or isn't time based, that still
like
is an end game mode that requires you to build your characters? And it means
I think WuWa has already done this like perfectly before with the Dreaming Deep. Dreaming Deep, in my opinion, was one of the best end game modes like ever, right? Because yes, it had that element of timer, but then it also had this really, really fun thing to it. I don't like the new what's the name? The new one that replaced Dreaming Deep.
1000 something.
It's not the 1000. It's not the 1000 one. The other one. The I forget.
Simulated Universe.
Not Simulated Universe. The one that I forget. It's essentially replaced Dreaming Deep. I forget. Maybe someone like in one of your chats would know.
But Deep isn't it the story one?
That's what
the one with the story.
It's still Dreaming Deep. It never got replaced. What happened was they updated Dreaming Deep to make it easier to where you didn't even have to try anymore.
But it had a new name.
Are you talking about Elusive Realm? Like that was.
Oh yeah, Elusive Realm was what I was saying.
Elusive Realm.
Depth of Elusive Realm was the original one.
1,000 Gateways,
Exactly. Then
1,000 Gateways is a new one though.
The one I was talking about before was the Elusive Realm, where it's like they did fantastic with the Depth of Elusive Realm. The Dreaming Deep is trash. I really, really hate the Dreaming Deep because it's like they removed everything.
Pause.
The,
You don't like Thousand Gateways.
Yeah, that's what it's
Elusive
called. Yeah, that's what
Realm
it's
was
called.
replaced with Thousand
Yeah.
Gateways. Dreaming
Yeah.
Deep
Yeah.
is its own separate thing.
It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Thousand is the current one that you have,
We could talk about
where
Elusive
you,
Realm.
Wait, okay,
you
okay.
can go further into the sleep, right? And you fight against Scar, and there is no timer when you're fighting against Scar.
I know the Thousand Gateways, right? But then I think I seem to recall, and I might be wrong, right? That Dreaming Deep was a replacement for Elusive Realm, but maybe I'm wrong. What I'm talking about specifically is the Dreaming Deep, where you have like a story, and then you have this thing where it's like too easy.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
I think I see
Yeah,
where
I
you're coming
thought that's what they. The point is, right, the Elusive Realm, the depth of Elusive Realm was really awesome, right? I think that WuWa did a really fantastic job. I think they could have made it better. I think they could have found more ways to make it better. But what we had at the time for the depth of Elusive Realm was really, really cool, right?
I have a-
So
I have a
The problem
counter
with
to
that
though.
is, isn't Elusive Realm a little? Wasn't that not even challenging? Because I remember
That's the thing.
I was just
because
playing that
it's-
for fun, not because it was.
It wasn't
hard
necessarily
content
hard,
for
and
the
also-
endgame for me.
your account value doesn't really matter too much. Like how much you built your characters is kind of secondary to the choices
Yeah.
that you make in Elusive Realm. So it's not
In
really like
Elusive
an
Realm,
end
yeah.
game, technically speaking. It's like more of an event or an event
Mini
challenge
game.
than it is a actual
Yeah.
end
Yeah.
game because
In depth,
it doesn't matter how
because
big your account is really.
I completed Depths of Elusive Realm with Shorekeeper. You can like, that's,
Yeah,
like,
you
come
can,
on,
yeah.
Crazy.
like yeah.
that's why I said
how
that they
easy
could
it
have
was, yeah.
done a lot more to make it more difficult. But on the idea of what a fun event
foundation.
would be that could
Yeah.
eventually turn into an end game, I think the depths of Elusive Realm was really good. The Dreaming
Also-
Deep, I really hate the Dreaming Deep. Yeah, that's it for
TMP,
me.
you're right. You're actually correct because I'm remembering now. Originally, that's what people thought Dreaming Deep was
Yeah.
because of the
Yeah, they
fact.
thought it was a replacement, but it wasn't. It was something.
Yeah, it
completely
wasn't a
different.
replacement, but they took out Elusive Realm. Dreaming Deep came next, and so everybody was
Exactly.
just like, "Oh, it's the new one." It wasn't,
Just an event.
but I get what you're talking about. And then eventually,
Yeah.
Thousand Gateways became the real,
The real replacement for the
weekly.
Elusive Realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
replacement.
Yeah.
So Cap, can I just like respond to what you're saying about so where can we like test our characters? I'd say that you could also test your characters in Wuthering Waves as well, where they have like the last mode where you can just like do wave after wave after wave. You can find out how many points you can get in that. That could be a way to test your particular teams. And also they could also do kind of a similar thing in Tower of Adversity as well, where they have another boss rush inside Tower of Adversity. I don't think we need this other thing on top of it as well. Whereas I would honestly, to go back to what T was saying with Elusive Realm, where you say there are ways to get through it to get the rewards from that, but there was also a way to make it a lot more difficult. Like they could just add an extra nightmare mode, but what they did in the latest versions before they took it away was the 1 HP mode, which was fun as fuck.
HP.
Like, just doing the 1 HP mode, you get knocked, you get hit, you are out. I love doing that all the time. Like that thing, no timer, 1 HP, you get hit, you're fucked. You're back to the beginning again. I want to do that again. I want to do
Did you
that
just
again.
British shame
you're saying
him?
like what?
Isn't that
That's how
gonna?
he British shamed you with H versus H.
H.
HP, man. HP.
Hey,
1 HP.
I pronounced it correctly.
HSR, man.
HP, yeah.
HSR.
Oh my
HP,
gosh.
yeah.
HSR.
Too many
Happy.
Brits.
Hello. How are you?
HB.
H.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we've already got things in the game that can test particular teams. Like, Wuthering Waves can do it. You can also do similar things in Tower of Adversity. Like, how quickly can you beat this particular boss and whatever mode it is. So we already have things where you can test particular teams. We don't need another one with another fucking timer. I want something that tests specifically skill. Like we had that a thing, was it about 3-4 patches ago, where I can't remember what the name it was, but it was like you could like add in as many buffs and debuffs to the enemies
Virtual
and debuffs
Crisis.
to yourself to make it as
Virtual
that's
Crisis.
the one. Thank you.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that one as well. That was also
I
another
love
similar
that.
thing where it tests your
Yeah, Virtual
skills,
Crisis was
but
good. That
not
was
your
good mode.
not your account for like
Yeah.
how much damage you could do in this whatever. I like those kinds of events more than this timer, that. Because I just think the timers, it's for me, it feels lazy. It feels fucking lazy, honestly.
You know what's interesting? It's like you are asking for something that already exists in the game. The 1 HP mode, it already exists. You're just full HP and you get attacked. You get hit with one attack and you just die. It's called the holograms.
It's called the holograms.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Sure.
Yeah. That is
And there
true.
is no timer there.
Well, to be fair,
yeah,
I
no,
feel
the
like
latest
all the
holograms,
holograms
they
are, like,
do a
2
lot of
hits
like
assist.
one hit KO type things. They do,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's why we enjoy the holograms though, because like the
True,
holograms
exactly,
has that
exactly.
element. That's why like,
Exactly.
it is universally enjoyed. But there's really
Right.
nothing else like the holograms.
I
in
do.
war.
Sigilum
really
hologram
wish.
is gonna suck.
Bro, when that comes out,
Oh, I'm
it's gonna
gonna
be awesome.
love
Bro,
it.
I'm
Hyvatia,
not
they're
gonna play
releasing
that.
Hyvatia, bro. That's gonna be, bro.
Hyvatia.
RIP to
V, it's a
everyone who doesn't.
Hyvatia.
Yeah.
Hyvatia. What the hell's that? What the hell's that, by the way? Like,
The
what does that do?
boss.
It's a boss.
The new boss is like the rover in the Gundam
No,
suit,
no,
right?
no, no, no.
no,
Hyvatia is
it's
part of the
the
Exo Strider like check.
Hyvatia's a 60 clanker.
You know the one we bought with Lene?
Oh, okay. That big ass
remember?
worm.
Yeah.
The one that flies around.
No. The robot.
Yeah.
So remember when we found Lene like after there was like a problem and we had to go down and Lene was like acting sus or whatever and she got caught basically. That's why she had to go in front of like the whole board and say like, oh no, it wasn't me. I wasn't the one who did it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
that
okay. Yeah,
robot underneath the sword. Yeah, like on the ground level.
Yeah,
that's
I only have
part.
one word for that one. I only have one word. Wood. Anyway, so continue.
Yeah, no. But I forgot to mention, with the new, obviously they're renaming Double Pawn Matrix to End State Matrix. But the difference is, it's lasting for 2 whole patches, from 3.2 until 3.4. That's a long time. That's a long reset.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a really long reset.
Wait, what?
Well, they are
The new
difficult,
Endgame, End
so-
State Matrix.
Oh.
There's
gonna
new
cycle it
rewards,
every
right?
2 patches. That's
Hold
a
up.
long time.
Into 3.4? Like
Lost from
It doesn't-
version 3.2 to version 3.4.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
but we don't know if we don't. Yeah, but we don't know if it's gonna
Reset.
refresh then because they look at fantasies, going back to fantasies, that refreshes every 2 weeks. We don't know if it refreshes every month or every 2 weeks.
No,
I
but
don't
like,
think they gave that information.
it says
I
the
think they just
first
said,
challenge cycle. It says specifically the first challenge cycle lost from version 3.2 to version 3.4. I don't know if
I
that
think there's
means
gonna
it
be lower here.
ends
That's
at the
not-
beginning of 3.4 or it lasts to the end of 3.4. I don't know.
That's
But
a
that's a
long
long
time.
time.
It is
Yeah.
a long ass time, man. Hey,
I'm actually
it's not bad.
interested.
I mean,
But
if the game is hard, I mean, if the mode is hard, you can do
Right.
it from time to time. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it
If
has
you
a
do
bunch
wanna
of
do it, you can
stages.
still redo it solo.
There's the
but
combat
no
for the
real
wait,
way.
chat, is there? Did they
combat.
release the details already on the endgame mode? Like, is there? They said they have more notes.
I'll have a look.
If they do, someone send me the link real quick. But you can get like bike
Yeah,
skins as
there's the
rewards
patch
from
notes.
it, which
They
is
released
cool.
the patch notes.
Yeah, I have the
Hold on,
patch
let me
notes,
see
but
if
I mean
can-
like the additional notes. If they have,
There's
chat, can you link it?
18 notes.
But they're giving you skins as rewards for that kind of stuff, and I
Yeah,
like that.
like a-
yeah,
I've
the
always
sigil
liked
on the
that.
skin looks cool.
Because
That's cool.
obviously giving Astrite rewards for a very hard, like it is the
V is
hardest
so
endgame mode.
confused. V's like, what skins? What?
No,
Yeah,
they're
well, I-
giving bike
There's
skins.
bike skins.
Bike skins.
A bike
yeah.
Bike
skin.
It
Yeah.
looked dope. We saw
Man.
it.
They do
I
look
Bro
thought
cool.
we
did
could
not
get like
watch the
Zani
live.
skins and stuff like that. That would be
Oh no,
nice.
that'll be. They're not giving
That-
notice.
We've got more
That's-
Persona skins.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah,
looks
that-
cool, and I
what?
like the fact they're doing that. Hang on, I just got
Skin-
sent the,
Yeah,
Persona.
it's
You've got more Persona
Yeah.
liveries.
the
If
new-
only we
Queen
could
and
use it
Live-
outside of the
Queen and
Hyrule,
Violet.
that would have been nice.
Wait, there's more
Yeah.
Persona skins?
Yep, 2 more.
Oh, that's dope.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So here's how it works with the new endgame. Every version, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, will have its
Oh.
own phase.
Oh,
So
okay.
Still
six-
has- so
every
it's
6
three
weeks.
phases.
It's a
Yeah.
6-week
Six-week cycle.
yeah, it's a 6-week
Yeah.
cycle for okay.
That's way
I
I
better
think it's
than
probably gonna be hard.
It's gonna say 3
Yeah.
patches just for
And
one
every
cycle phase.
phase
It
is
better be
400
long.
asteroids.
That's great.
Wait, what?
What?
Phase rewards 400 asteroids, apparently.
Eesh.
That's
okay.
it.
Well,
Well,
you
like I
get
said,
a
they're
tuneless
trying. It's probably because it's so
modifiers, everything.
difficult,
Yeah.
and so they don't want to like put too much
So 400
abstract behind
asteroids
it.
and skins.
So yeah, skins. That's
Yeah.
the incentive. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
not
And
bad,
if
I
you
guess,
do it
sure.
Bragging
all,
rights, basically.
if you do it all,
Yeah.
you get a bunch of extra stuff. You get sigils and tuners and skins. If you do all of them.
Okay,
The
that's
filthy
nice.
casual
Tuners.
in me cannot be
Tuners.
asked to do that shit.
You
Yeah.
get tuners for that. Okay, that's nice actually.
It's a modifiers.
Just remove tuners. Like, why the fuck are they even?
I
there?
think.
We can have an echo conversation when we
Yeah, no, we're gonna have an echo conversation,
we'll
but
have-
we were
Oh,
talking about the combat events.
Oh no!
Wait a second. Wait a
Keep
second.
Ryuku as far away from those echoes as possible.
Yeah.
Don't
please.
care.
Keep
We
him
were
as
talking
far
about the
away as
combat
possible.
event, right? But like, there's another
I mean,
combat
there's
event.
no
in the
law against that.
patch.
There's no law against it. There's no law against it.
Lazy, talk about combat event. We could quickly talk about the combat event. It's Banners Never Fall Part 2. That's it. That's
Yes, I love that. I love Vader's Everfall.
Yeah, true. Knights of the Wild.
That was pretty fun. Yeah, I like that. That was quite cool.
Yeah.
And then they have like
Honestly,
3
like-
arcade mini games, which I don't care about at all. Apart from the
I
Venom one.
actually- You know
Pizza
what?
Prestige And
Please
go
proceed.
for
Yeah.
it.
Actually, I was gonna say the game modes like the Guitar Hero one.
Guitar Hero.
and
I'm kind of
you know what? I literally said like I don't care if people don't like it.
The
I'm gonna
rhythm
play it
game.
because it just looks like a little turn your brain off, have a good time kind of event.
Yeah.
It sounds like a
listen to
nice
some music.
Yeah, listen to the music while playing. Like even like the Space Invaders like collect the food one. I'm like, you know what? You know, it may not be for
That one's
everyone,
alright.
but it looks alright. It looks alright.
Also,
So if someone doesn't if you don't like leisure events, fine. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I even said at first I was like, oh, leisure events, I don't give a shit. Saw them. Actually, they don't look too for leisure events. They look somewhat engaging. So
I won't
hey.
hate playing it the one time that I play it.
yes, perfect way to sum up what I was thinking. Yeah, perfect.
Personally,
also
I
made
was
a
never
collab.
aware about like the Banners Never Fall revamp. It's in this chat, I'm hearing it. But then when it comes to like the other things, I think like okay, it is good to have leisure events, right? And that's all well and dandy, but WuWa is first and foremost like a battle game, right? I would love a situation where it's like 2 leisure events for like 5 combat events, right? Just so that we can have that sort of thing to, because even in the last one, even in like in 3.1, I think we had like 3 leisure events with the bike one, and the other 2, I forget, and like 1 combat event. And I was like, I wish we just had more events where we actually fought enemies and did all these things.
Can I
And then
push back
when
on
we're
that?
tired of all that, we can go to the leisure events. That's just me personally, because I only saw the spaceship one, and the music one, and I wasn't personally interested in those.
Fair enough.
I don't think it matters that much because we have the end game modes supposed.
That's what I was about to say.
Combat.
You have your 5
What-
every single
why-
patch.
Yeah.
Like, why do we want to fight every single patch with the combat
Listen.
events? Like, that's the idea. Like, the idea behind wanting combat events was as a bandage fix to the
Yeah.
fact that we had nothing to do on the
Exactly,
end game.
to the
content.
end game. Yep.
Now
I'm
that
gonna
we have
call out some hypocrisy.
another, now that we have another end game content, which is what I wanted beforehand, I don't think there is a reason to actually want always to have like like 2 or 3 combat events every
Yeah.
single patch. I think that's
It's,
I think it's totally fine to have like leisure events.
I did leisure events.
Real
fine.
quick, really quick, before you call it the hypocrisy. Banners Never Fall can still be played, TMB. There's if you
Also
go to your
that.
events tab on the
Yeah.
left
It's still
side,
there.
there's like the
It's
3
permanent.
things. If you
Yep.
go to the second one, because like the first one's like, you know, the current banner. The second one is like all the permanent events.
Yeah.
Banners Never Fall is on the second one.
That's
so once
that's the
again,
one where you
Yeah.
have to go to different parts of Septimon.
And you
Septimon,
get
yeah.
buffs.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
that's
really
so cool.
fun.
That's
It's
so
really
when
fun.
I saw that they're returning that for Lahire Roy, I was like, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm gonna play the hell out of this. I played that event late on the Septimon one. I loved it. So the fact that I'm seeing him do the same for Lahire Roy, I'm thinking, you know what? That is an event. That is an event that could be an interesting end game mode with different buffs and debuffs, and they could easily redo that
Mhm.
every single time. Will they?
Sure.
Clearly
I
not.
was playing Lupa the whole time, just resetting, like
it's so
Winter
good.
Soldier again.
It's so yeah.
I do
So
want to say,
good.
I do want to say though, I find it kind of funny. I'm not trying to call anyone out, but there are a lot of people in the WuWa community who are constantly like, if there are no combat events in the patch, then it's a dead patch and it's terrible. But those same people won't even touch the endgame modes that the game is giving you. I'll be real, there's a couple of y'all here.
Bada bing, bada boom.
like,
That's the truth.
oh,
That's
combat
actually the
events,
truth.
where the combat, but y'all still won't touch the end games that are literally there. So
I
What do
think,
your
I
hog
think
ranks
why
look
is
like?
that?
the big thing here, right, is that WuWa really cooks with their combat events. I really enjoy their combat. The end, I think I and Ryuko also said like the end game with the timers and all these things, they don't go as hard on their end games, right, as they do with their combat events. That's
yeah,
just
but
I
like
really,
combat
really
events,
just
the thing
enjoy
is,
it.
combat events
combat
is like
events-
mega accessible that you could do it with kind of with your eyes closed. As long as you kind of know how to play a character, you'll do it. Like it is no.
It's
the
but
difficulty is at an all-time
But there
low.
are ways to it. It's not what you're used to. It's a breath of fresh air. It's like
Yeah, but
seasoning to
Exactly.
your burger that you always eat. It's like that seasoning
You
adds
see,
this flavor to it. It's
I can see
you
better.
see,
that.
V,
I
but
can see
there's a
that.
problem with that, V. It's the fact that yes, it's new, fresh hair, but the thing is, you do that event in like what, like 1 or 2 hours. Great.
Less
What
than
about
that,
the
20
other
minutes usually. You can
six?
clear like the
What
whole
about
thing.
the other 6 weeks of the patch or whatever? You're not going to do anything after that.
Yeah, well, they
You
should
know?
do more of those. Like any good event, something that's enjoyable is kind of what their job is supposed to be. It's like, okay, the motorbike event, that's decent, sure, from time to time, something like that. That's good. Just make sure the events are fun and interactive. That's what matters.
Make banners never
Yeah.
fall a permanent in-game mode.
Yes.
Please.
Mhm.
yes.
Ah.
Yeah, I
You
think
know, that's a good
like
idea.
for me
Surprises
with the latest
permanently.
thing, like I was saying earlier, it just feel like another version of the extension that they have to the Tower of Adversity, where like now in the Tower of Adversity in the middle tower, you get like you get 2 or 3 bosses instead of just the regular one as it was before. It just feels like an extension of that in this new mode, again with fucking timers. I said before, like the type of mode that I'm looking for like combat is kind of like the more skill based ones with the one that I said before. The I can't remember its name. I've already forgot. But there's also that other event that they had in the game, I think 2.2, 2.3, called Infinite Battle Simulation, where you go into this world and you go from like location to location to beat like
Yes.
a bunch of
Yes.
mobs to open the chest. And like, I think they could adapt that, make that you can have it play as single player solo or also as co-op as well.
They
Get some
did
more
that in
fucking co-op
2.0.
in this game as well.
They
Like,
did
holy
that.
shit. Like, that would be like another like way through to get some kind of
Co-op would be
raid
nice.
type thing as
Co-op?
well.
What's that?
That would be fun as fuck.
Bro, they did that in 2.0. 2.0 is when they hit it. It had that mode where, like, because
Yeah.
I was playing
Yes,
with,
sorry,
Kaz,
yes, you're right.
with Kazahana. Kazahana, me and Kaz did that. We
Oh, so
loved
fun.
it. It was so good.
Yeah.
What, like, if they could easily do that again with Lahai Roy, they could easily bring that event back. I do believe.
So it's like with
I do believe they're
this
giving.
new.
I
So
don't
just saying,
think co-op's happening again. I don't think co-op's.
yeah,
I've
they
removed
really
it from my
should. They really
mind.
should.
I've removed the idea
But
of
it's like
co-op returning out of my mind.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like
They
with
don't
this
want you
new
to
thing
remember
with,
that
with what
co-op
Cap's
exists
saying
game.
here is like. It's like Cap saying like, oh, people being a bit hypocritical here. Like, I get what you're saying, Cap. I completely understand it. But it's just saying this thing that they've added, it's just more of what we already have. It's like it doesn't feel something new or really all that interesting.
Okay,
for
I have a
me
question
personally.
then.
Like,
This
yeah.
is maybe more of a deeper question.
All right.
Do you guys actually enjoy playing your characters in a team? Because for me, I get a lot of satisfaction of like perfecting my team rotations, actually seeing what it's like, kind of
I don't
min-maxing
care.
my teams. Is that something you
I don't
guys
care.
like when it comes to this game? Because for me, that's kind of why I actually enjoy WuWa. Like a lot of it is to do story and then making sure that I'm playing these characters as best as I can. That's
Yeah,
what I
and
like
you
in a
can
game
do
like
that
this. So
in
like,
no,
how
always
do you
Tower of
like this?
Adversity.
No, so let's go in order. Let's go in order. So I honestly do not care anymore about the swap in, swap out, swap in, swap out. I like it. I don't mind it, but every single time I'm only really using one team. I've used the same team over and over again since the release of that team. I've been using Zani since her release only. And the
It's
only
just
time
amazing.
the only time I use a brand new character is if they look aesthetically pleasing and if they look really cool,
Yeah.
and if I have the characters to supplement them, I'll summon for that character and I'll use the character. I'll make I'll try out the character, make some content about the character.
Yeah.
But I'm still yet to have a character that I genuinely love and enjoy playing, right?
Because it
So I don't
seems like
I don't
May
really
I
care.
introduce you to Augusta?
I tried. I
Oh
played Augusta.
man,
I played
that's my girl
Augusta.
right there,
I
bro.
played her for a
'Cause
while, a hot minute.
Augusta's fun.
It feels like a
She's
lot
so
of
fun.
people now view Wuthering Waves as a story vehicle game, where initially it was meant to be a game that's way more complex in terms of how you engage with it from a combat standpoint.
Yeah,
The way you
mechanics,
deal
right,
damage
yeah.
was supposed to be a lot more interesting, but it feels like that side of the community seems to be kind of like waning. Like I'm seeing less and less people actually want to engage with the endgame modes or want to talk about meta, and instead it's all about lore and story, which is totally fine. But it feels like it's changing philosophy of what at least in EN side, what the general community is catering to. People care about like how strong a character is, if they'll pull them or not, but it's
Of
interesting
course.
that even a lot of like
I-
creators don't really want to engage with its actual like content of endgame. I find that kind of interesting.
I
I feel
care
like people are
about-
becoming more and more casuals, and I feel like that's kind of the right approach to have towards gacha games in general. And due to the nature of casual, like as a filthy casual myself, who has probably up until 2.2 or 2. When Carthathia released, and when I finally managed to 3-star endgame content through sheer force, because Carthathia is just that powerful. Even now with Amieth, we just don't care. Like it doesn't matter. It's like, okay, I have this thing that I can get rewards from. it's fun. But if I'm asked to have this level of mechanical skills towards the video game that is obviously meant to be casual and just to be played here and there,
So
I can't be asked to be that dude. I'll be honest. I didn't know about intro skills up until Augusta, like 2.8.
that's crazy.
That's when I knew
That
about
is
intro
wild.
skills. I did not know
What?
those were a thing.
That is
that is crazy.
okay. That's Gigataurus. That's
I'll be
actually
totally
Okay,
for real.
you
I
are an
did not know
exception
what
to
the
this
intro was.
conversation.
That's
You
like
are an
that's
exception to
bro.
this
You're
Augusta
Turbo
required
Taurus.
Yeah.
no damage. Like Augusta
Like-
didn't do no damage. I didn't understand how to get like the badass sword attack. So like intro skilling helps. And
Okay.
I was like, oh, and Chiyuan, like to create that void thingy.
Like I'm the lore guy.
Life
That's when I
knows
had
more
to
about
learn
combat than most of y'all
About
here.
intro skills.
I kind of
It's
do
like
though.
I
'cause
don't
like,
care.
all,
Like, but I still logged in every single day. I do the events. I
Yeah, for
interact
sure,
with the game.
absolutely.
I enjoy the game.
For sure.
You're dedicated. to
I
it.
want to counterpoint with you with that. May I introduce you to Arknight's Enfield, where there's basically no endgame and people are really upset that there's nothing to do with your built characters. So,
Why did you bring that into this?
No,
Why did you
I'm
bring-
just saying, there's another point of hypocrisy. Like, everyone's like, oh, here's WuWa with like 3 endgame modes, and a bunch of people don't play the endgame
Okay.
modes. Then we have Arknight's
Oh,
Enfield that doesn't
oh
have
boy.
endgame, and people are like, we need the endgame. So it's like,
I have
think-
an
there's
answer
an
for that.
example of too much
I
and then
have
too
my
little of
hand
something.
raised,
There's
sir.
like two sides of the spectrum here. There's 2 sides of the spectrum. There's too little and then there's too much.
Go
So
on
like,
life. Go on life. Go on life.
where is the middle ground here? Like, what do people want? What do people
let
actually
life
want from
speak.
gacha games? That's
Let
the
life
question.
speak, boys.
Go
I
on.
have something that it might break some hearts with this statement.
Okay.
Maybe it won't. Maybe somebody can give me a counterpoint that makes
Why
has
not
a
say it?
brighter future to what I'm about to say.
Let's say it.
Okay.
I am of the opinion that Wuthering Waves is combat, and y'all know I'm just gonna name drop BitX if y'all are on Twitter
Love
or
BitX.
what have you.
I know Bidex.
Yeah, he's my mod. Shout out to BitX, dope person for the community, calcs and all that. And he's been talking about this literally since the first CBT. Wuthering Waves has complex combat, but I think the problem is it's not as accessible. And because it's not as accessible, it makes it to where people disassociate. Kind of like with Zenless, where Zenless has a similar thing where like Zenless's combat has complexity, but for one, it's not necessary. And then 2, it's so high level. And if we were just to use Infield as an example, personally, I think Infield's complexity is a bit more like in the middle. Whereas Wuthering Waves' complexity is a lot higher. But as a result, most people who are on the bottom don't see like a middle ground to reach up to understand better. So then they can get to the high level. So does that make sense? Like there's a gulf between
Okay,
super
so
casual.
Yeah.
I
and
feel like when we're
super-
talking about
yeah.
complexity, let's kind of break that down into something that's maybe like a bit more understandable. I feel like you're talking about how much you need to understand of a character or team dynamic for the vehicle of damage to make sense, right? In terms
Yeah,
of
like quick swapping.
Exactly,
and-
quick
Wait a
swapping, you've
minute.
got
All that
intro,
stuff.
outros, you have the actual kits of the characters themselves, the
All
way they
those
deal
words
damage
and
to
stuff.
enemies, right? Whereas with Arknight's Enfield, it tends to be, especially with like the SP system, like there's only so much you could do at a certain time, and it's like you have your combo skills, it's there on your screen, press button, kind of sort of thing. So like
It's
you
a
say,
lot
it's-
more accessible.
Right,
It feels.
so
Wait a
it's-
second, but
right.
I was told that Wuthering Waves did not have combat depth. What the fuck?
that's another
What the
argument.
Lie.
I was
There's
The thing
there's
is,
an
they made it a lot
argument-
simpler as well.
There's an argument to be made that
They made
like,
it a lot simpler.
Wuthering Waves has like a built-in depth, like we say, of like the way you deal damage, the different methods of damage occurs. There's a lot
I
of
like
them,
that.
but you don't
That's a good
actually
thing.
have to interact with it yourself that much. You just as you swap, your intro skills happen. You don't have to think about it. You just press the button and it happens, right? Toon Break is probably a recent exception where you actually have to physically press
Agreed.
a button to
Agreed.
deal damage, right? But a lot of the depth of WuWa is actually stuff you're never really cognizant of as you're playing, because you're just doing your rotation. You're not thinking
Good.
about what buffs, how many of the whatever buffs that Imeth has right now. You're just pressing the shiny button and things happen, right?
Yes.
And
So,
hoping
like,
it works.
Like
That's-
Arknight's Enfield, they do that too. It's like they have this
Yeah.
thing.
Kind of, but
the
like you
skills start
physically
shining, you
press
press
more
that. Or
buttons
the E
almost when it comes to
pops out.
Enfield in a way.
That's
But
pretty
like
cool.
you're forced to, with your combo skills. But like that's the problem with WuWa, is that it does have depth in terms of how much is going on, but you don't actually interact with it that much,
The
which I
thing
think throws
is,
people off.
a lot of the people that play WoW, but there's a lot of differences and disparity between the characters themselves. And characters from the beginning of the game are more easier to understand than the other ones that were
Absolutely.
released later on. Like a
They're getting a
GN
lot more complicated,
rotation,
yeah.
right? It's very easy to understand GN's rotation. But if you see, for example, a Zani's rotation or a quick swap or a, I don't know, Frolovity, I don't
To be
even know.
fair, Cheng-Li is an exception.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I pulled for AMF. I don't even fucking know what the fuck
Me too.
her abilities
I have no
are.
idea what she
Oh,
does.
yeah,
When am I supposed
shine
to use
buttons,
the
I click
skill
that.
and whatnot?
I don't even
like,
know how Imeth works. I'm
Yeah.
like pressing buttons. Like, how do I get her ultimate? The big spear thing. How do I get it? I'm pressing buttons.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened yet, and it happens
Yeah, me too.
randomly when I didn't
Get
even mean
4
for it to happen.
diamonds
But for
Yeah,
Imeth,
it's
even
above
for
her
Imeth-
health bar
But what does that mean?
before you ult.
Do you not read
No,
my
no,
kits?
what
Do you
you
not
do
read kits?
is
Do you
you
not
ult
watch
I don't
guys?
get-
And then
I
you
don't
keep
care about
checking
reading
up
kits.
stats.
I'm a gacha player. What the fuck you mean?
Brother,
I don't
like
care about
Imeth is
reading
one of the
kits.
easiest guys. I mean, her
God.
kit is like kind of like in depth.
Oh,
There's a lot
shit,
going
really?
on. She has a lot of different resources, but she's really easy to play.
Really?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Oh, she just
WuWa
spam, really.
suffers.
That's
WuWa
good.
suffers from
I
a lot of
like-
depth in their kit,
Right.
but like it doesn't
I like
matter that
Unga
much.
Bunga. I'm gonna do massive damage. I like Unga Bunga, swing sword, big numbers,
Alright.
big
Okay, well,
colors.
That's why he's
that's
a
I think we
Zani
changed,
player.
I think we
Problem
changed
with that.
conversations. I think the conversation has switched from what the initial impetus of it was, what Cap was saying about like people saying like, oh, they want more combat events, but then people are not playing the combat events, and then we'll get into the complexity of combat in general. I think
Yeah.
I want to just take it
Well,
back
they can't
to
coordinate.
like the
I kind
initial
of like this
point of, like,
conversation though. I think talking about.
I was
no,
gonna say,
we can go back. No, we can go
Cap-
back to it. I'm just saying I want to first address that. It's like what it is, what it's been like. It's like there's been nothing really to do extra. Like what they've just released with this new one. It's just more of the same. So it's like when you're playing through the Tower of Adversity, it's basically just go through, and this is what ties into the complexity of the combat. So again, we do go back to that. Whereas with Tower of Adversity, it's basically it's an account check of like how much damage you can deal within that certain amount of within that certain timer. And then also with Whimpering Waste, so Tower of Adversity is more like how much damage you can do to a single enemy for the most part. You'll have a few mobs first, and then you go to a single enemy. Whereas Whimpering Waste is like how much damage you can do to multiple enemies and how much you can crowd control them. Whereas this
I
new
love
one is
Whimpering
going back to how much damage can you do to a single enemy again, over and over and over again. Whereas like,
But
it's just the same.
I
It's just
kind of
more of the same.
disagree a little bit though, because like
It literally is though. It's the same enemy, just going enemy over again. It's a boss rush, like single time
but
enemy, single time enemy. So
Isn't that the
There's- it's-
issue overall of like any gacha game ever, which is basically
No,
testing out
again,
the characters you
that's-
have in your account?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Like, yes, you're right. I have no problem with Tower of Adversity, the way that's set up and what it's like testing your account to do. I have no problem with Whimpering Waste with what it's testing your account to do. I've got no problem with those at all. I'm just saying with this latest one, it's just an extension of Tower of Adversity, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Just put it simply. That's what
True.
it just feels like.
True.
That's all it is. That's why
But
there's
isn't
not really
that
any
what people-
incentive
isn't
to
that
do
what
so.
exactly
There's
people
nothing
were
new
asking
about
for?
it.
Isn't that
Sorry?
exactly what people were asking for?
Yeah, and if I want to do more of Tower of
combat,
Adversity, I do more of
right?
Tower of Adversity and just test the different teams in Tower of Adversity. I don't need another one.
I
on top of
think-
I'm doing that.
There's something else to consider because a lot of people talk about criticisms of war and combat. They also bring up like bosses and boss mechanics, and people be like, "I would love if bosses were more engaging, or you had to deal with more mechanics to deal damage to a boss." And I kind of agree with that, but I understand the fundamental flaw of why that might not have happened so far. Because if you think about how a lot of teams work, especially TOA or any of the endgame modes, it's all about rotations, right? How quickly you can do your rotations, how strict you can get them, how nailed and dialed in they are. But the problem that people want, because they want bosses that you have to interact with more. But the issue is, for that to happen, you have to actually break up your rotation, right? You'd have to break up your
Yeah.
rotation,
Yeah, the
which
last
then messes
one that we
up.
got that did that with Fallacy.
Yeah, but then
Fallacy
for a
was
lot
the
of
last one we
things,
got back.
depending on what you have to do for a mechanic, buffs have a very strict time limit a lot of the time, right? Like, so, and suddenly having boss mechanics you have to engage with breaks up rotations massively. So that can play into a lot of like maybe an actual game design flaw
They need
of WuWa.
mode for
Right,
that.
exactly. So like that's probably a game design flaw of WuWa when it comes to boss mechanics or like designing things, because they have to keep in mind the actual rotations of teams and how long they are and how long buffs last. And
What I
things like
hate that they
so.
keep doing recently now is that they just have the bosses up in the air for 5 fucking minutes. Will you just get down here so I can hit you, you motherfucker? Like, it just
Well,
annoys me.
we,
It's
we
like,
need bigger guns. We need guns with
oh
longer
my
range.
god, it's just so
New
annoying.
Federation incoming.
I think he
I remember
hates you, hates you,
this
hates you.
boss in Genshin Impact where it flies and then it has like these 2 spots that you have to hit. So like you have to
Yeah,
have
yeah,
a
yeah,
bow
yeah.
character with you. That was good.
Honestly, real quick on that, I'm a little bit sad about this. It happened first with Carlotta and then I believe with Lene. They basically removed the aiming from gun characters.
True.
Yeah,
I
it's
noticed that. I
pointless.
always
Yes, they
have to
have.
switch to fucking Mortefi when I explore like
But like,
1.0.
I see
They have a
why.
gadget now, but it's just like,
Were you using it?
yeah.
Because I
Was I
just,
use-
there's
did I
no
use
point to
gadget?
the aiming though,
Yeah,
because
the-
you're just
the
gonna be
aiming.
wasting
Yeah, the
time
aiming
there.
was
Were you
useless.
using it?
When you're
basically.
exploring the first zone, yes, there is.
The
Well,
balloons.
in 1.0, but not anymore.
I know
but
they
not
did that on
anymore.
purpose, of course. But it's like,
Even in 1.0 though, there is that gadget that
I
we
wanna
have.
aim.
That's
Wanna
that gun
aim.
thing that we have.
Yeah,
so
there's a gadget that shoots lasers and whatnot.
Yeah,
It's
it's
So
like
they really-
Near
Yeah,
Automata
they implemented
robot
it in
that lights on you.
1.2, I
Dude.
think.
If they introduced a character where you actually have to aim, people will hate it. That will be
love it so much.
Nah,
but yeah, they
people
would
will
No, we're
hate
just
it.
talking
hate
about, like,
that.
the aiming
It would be
mechanic. Like the aiming mechanic is
FPS
gone
mode.
from gun characters is what we're saying. But I don't think you want to have that in part
You
of
can
their
make it
kit.
like a
there's no
quick
way.
time event. That would be cool.
Too
Like if there's
slow.
a quick time aim to where it's like not super
Ooh, that's a
hard.
good idea.
Like like Rapper in HSR moment where she has her ult and she goes like first person.
Oh
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh,
That'd be nice.
yes, yes.
nice.
Or like, have you ever played the PGR mode where you actually first person?
Or like
as well?
Augusta,
That was an event.
she
for that.
freezes time, and like the gun character can freeze time, and then.
Honestly,
I mean, we
yeah,
already had it with
how they
Galbrainer. We
fixed-
had the first-person version of Galbrainer. Like, just
You're
saying,
right.
she's
Oh my
also
gosh,
first
that was
person.
so fun. That was so fun.
I like looking down.
But you notice how they fixed the first person with
did.
the bike, right? They like tried to make
Yeah.
it smoother. I mean, maybe that's like the beginning of like a new character's first person
maybe.
mode. Who knows?
That would be interesting.
I think real quick, just going back
Simple
to
and
the
playable?
combat thing, right? Just a quick one, right? I think the big problem, right, that Wuthering Waves has with the combat is there is a lot of intricacies and depth to the combat, and it is really good. But it's like most of the end games, right, that we have to play them in are essentially just gacha end game, very reminiscent of like Genshin Impact or like every other like standard gacha games. I think the only one that really tests us is the hologram one, right? Which is like it's not really the best of the best, but in the very least, it gives us that like, okay, we can do anything. If we want to go single character, we can go single character. If we want to go rotation, we can go rotation. It's really like gives us this like testing ground for whatever
your own
combat
adventure.
we want to play. Exactly. But every other end game is like just normal timer, beat enemy before timer. It's just like an account test essentially.
And that's bad,
So
in my opinion.
the big thing, right, is the end games within this game are just like they don't give us that, with the exception of the hologram, they don't give us that space to like just do what we want with these characters that we
Exactly.
want
Yeah,
and really test out the intricacies. That's
that pisses me off.
What do you mean by that though? Like I'm confused. Like the intricacies.
it's
of
it's
it,
it's
like-
Is the
it's
goddamn timer,
essentially
duh.
if you look at the WuWa, right, and the Tower of Adversity, you realize that it's mainly just an account check. Build the characters and go into. So if you have strong enough characters, like if you have very weak characters, like say Verena and some other weak ones, right, you still can technically pass the WuWa, right? But it's just more simple and more fun to use your strongest
love
characters
WuWa.
to go into the WuWa and to go into Tower of Adversity, right? It doesn't really give you that space to how do I say it?
Oh, okay.
A player like
That's what you're trying
skill
to say?
expression where it's like there's time, there's breathing room. Like take your time, go up and heal.
Exactly,
keep dodging while you
exactly.
heal.
It
It
doesn't
feels
give you
like a
that
Dark Souls in a way, like a Souls-like type of experience. That's
exactly.
something
Like,
I always liked.
it
about
doesn't
the
give you that
hologram.
this thing to like express yourself, unlike the hologram. So if they want to give us something better, I just look at the hologram, pick out
I
what
think
works,
it's mistakes.
put something around
G,
it.
Am I crazy here? It's like holograms. Like say for example, a character dies, you
Okay.
can keep healing, dodging, try to like recover your mistake. Whereas if there's a
Exactly.
timer, you just gotta reset immediately. Like that's it. Like you're obviously
I
not gonna win now.
feel
That is one of the things. That is definitely one of the things that's wrong.
sometimes
So it's just
I
like it doesn't give you that means to express yourself. with skill.
Sometimes I think, like with WuWa and combat and end games, sometimes I think the presentation and the way it's delivered matters a lot. For example, if they change double pawn matrix, where like rather than have it in like an arena, which I get why they do for optimization reasons to always make sure it's smooth. I get why they do it, but like imagine it's kind of like we were talking about earlier, you know, the end game mode where you go from like boss to boss and
Place
you
to
collect
place.
buffs or whatever.
Yeah.
But like with no buffs, but like you physically travel to a boss and do that, and you're under a time limit of 10 minutes, and it has to be like, how many bosses can you do in those 10 minutes? And it's all like end game sort of level stuff. I feel like the mere presentation of an end game mode actually make it more interesting to people, rather than just it being like in an arena setting as well. But I get why they do it, but
I mean, that's why I like Banners
too.
Never Fall, because you get to
Right.
move around.
Exactly. I think the presentation
Yeah.
matters. Like it's open, you go, you do
Amethyst,
it. Like, it's, yeah.
Amethyst,
Yeah.
what do you think, man?
I don't really have too many thoughts on this.
Oh,
That's what
he's
Because
like too much of a
endgame's not really a
lore
thing.
connoisseur, huh?
It's
I
endgame, bro.
honestly, when it comes down to like any end game or any sort of combat game mode or anything like that, I really just like do it the one time and go, okay, that's pretty cool, and then I sort of like get out.
Me too.
Right, because I like when it comes down to hardcore end game modes that require rotation, I don't have the brain capacity to keep doing it. The only thing I do is holograms, because they are genuinely fun. Because when the enemy's coming
Yeah.
at you, you're fearful of your life, because you know if you do
True.
get hit, you're gone, you're wiped, like you've been erased. Where I don't want to play TOA. I don't want to do it in the time limit. I don't want to play WuWa. I want to play fantasies if
What?
fantasies was better.
WuWa is so simple, dude. You
I
just do
don't. I
things.
just don't care about WuWa.
So do you think gacha should kind of be more casual in that respect, or do you think it's fine the way they are? If you play it, you play it. You don't, you don't. Like,
I think it's fine, but I think there should be a
Yeah.
perfect balance. There needs to be a
Yes.
perfect balance between casual play and hardcore play.
because
Now,
like the casual players just don't do the hard content, in my opinion.
yeah, just don't do the hard
The casual
content.
players
So
don't like playing holograms.
which goes back to game modes like multiplayer game modes. That's casual to enjoy with your friends. If you want hardcore game modes, go play TOA. Go do the WuWa stuff. If you want to do that kind of stuff, do it. Please go enjoy.
I mean, yeah.
I just want to want to play the story, get the character I want to get, do the hologram just to test that team, and after that I'm done. I'm done. And then it's like, okay, well, what fun game modes can I do? But like the banner one, what's the Decepticon one that you were talking about?
Yeah,
Mike?
Banners Never Fall.
Banners Never Fall. That is so fun. That's a fun casual combat event. You get buffs and you get debuffs. You fight the enemies. You travel around the Hyrule. You're exploring the map while also doing the combat stuff. That's fun to me. The multiplayer game mode that we had over a year ago, where you and your friends take the character you want, go through different stages, different dungeons, fight mobs,
That was
fight
good.
enemies. That's
That was
good.
good.
More of that, please. Tower
But we want to
adversaries
forget
there for
about
those characters that
co-op.
want. Yeah, if you want to do meta, go do meta. That's fine. However, I would much rather have combat events that are more enticing to both of the audience. If you want to enjoy your
Exactly.
combat, you can, but also at the same time,
Yeah.
it's an objective for casual play as well. Also, I don't, what was I going to say? I said, yeah, like Fantasy of a Thousand Gateways. I really want to enjoy that game mode because there's a formula here that you can really expand and improve upon. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't. And they go, let's take one of the best game modes we've ever had, Depths of Elusive Realms.
I know
and
you're
just
so
throw it
sad
out
about
the
that. You've been sad about that. Since
I'm so sad about it.
No,
Me too,
I
it is.
agree. I
I'm
agree.
so sad
completely.
about it.
It's
so sad about
unfortunate.
it.
Bro, it's
I
just
agree.
like-
But like that was one of that was that's a prime example of one of the best casual game modes that you can have in that kind of game. There's so many things you can do in Depths of Elusive
They
Realms.
basically broke it up.
They broke it
Because
up.
like
Yeah, they broke
Withering
it into
Waves
two.
is part
Yeah.
of it with like the like from a lore perspective, where like the little buffs have descriptions.
The relics thing.
Yeah, that went to Withering Waste and Whimpering Waste. And then, Thousand Gateways took essentially the model of it. It's literally like they just split it
it's
apart.
the roguelike of it.
Yeah.
But that's
Oh,
my
man.
that's my point. It's like you've got the hardcore game modes, absolutely. You've got Tower of Adversity. People argue that Whimpering Waste is as well. You've got this brand new end game mode that's going until 3.4. Great, I'm so happy for you. You've got all of these great game modes that I'm not saying are bad by any means, but when someone goes, "Why don't you play TOA? Why don't you play Whimpering Waste?" I don't want to play them. I want to enjoy the story. The story is amazing at the moment. So when I think, from a casual game experience, I log into the game. You get the Banners Never Fall kind of game modes occasionally. You got the Yu-Gi-Oh game mode, which is fun for casual play.
Yeah, I
But
love
then
that thing.
But then it's like,
That one sucks.
but then it's like,
TJ.
but then it's like, well, what else do I do now? So I would like a perfectly balanced experience of, if you want to turn your brain off, do the basic combat mechanics, not think
Yeah.
about rotations, have that.
Whipping Waves.
if you want, I ain't playing Whimpering.
I don't, bro.
Well,
you just turn your brain off, man. It's so
Whimpering
stupid.
Waves,
It's
you're kind of
simple.
triggering me. I've said nothing. You say Whimpering Waves is turn your brain off endgame mode is actually kind of
No,
crazy,
it's
Loki.
not.
Yes, it is.
It's
No,
not, it's not.
I mean,
No, you need a bit of
smite you
thinking
down.
about that. Yeah.
Bro must
Smite
be
you down with
using
that one.
like super gigabuffed characters.
Like,
then.
are
What
you
do got
using like an
sequences
S6
on, like,
Carnithia? Like, oh, bro, Whimpering Waves has had so many issues that make
Danny,
it
bro.
like not
Really?
just the turn your brain off mode. Yes.
Oh, I just
Like-
turn my brain off. I just do things. And you can take it
But-
from me. I'm the filthiest casual you've ever seen.
I
Are
need
you
to see
maxing it
your, I
out?
need to see your clears.
Yeah,
I need to see your. Oh, really? Are you? I need to see your
and
clears.
everything.
I need to see
After
your
this,
characters, bro.
after this,
Okay,
they'll
okay,
all-
okay.
V, after this,
Anyway,
they'll
back on
collect your
track.
clears.
Back on
Back-
track.
Back to where we
Back
were,
on
but like that's like I really just want to focus on like that's why I always get so excited about that. Like even when I react to live streams, I'm like, how's the story? What's going on with the story? My first question isn't, are we going to get combat game modes? It isn't, what other exploration leisure events? It's always, what's the story this time? That is the prime
True.
objective of my
Yeah.
play. And if I do want endgame, it's story first. Is there a hologram? That's the two questions I ask, because I'm done asking about co-op. That's not happening as far as I'm concerned. That's not happening anymore. They've given up on that. You know, they've done different co-op events over the past couple of years. You've got things that really resonated with people and things that didn't. And I'm pretty, and it's like they don't look at what people like. They look at what people don't like and go, co-op's a bust. Let's move on.
Yeah, exactly. That's so
You
stupid.
know what works. You know what works. Keep it. Don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But don't add things that people don't care about. The racing. No one cared about the racing multiplayer game mode.
Oh my God.
People were literally
Yeah.
people were literally like robbing people of those speed ups and using all of the
funny.
gliders.
No one-
No one played it
That was
because
Or
of
you
those.
just played Gian because he was taller and he ran faster.
Yeah, no one cares
Kalkaro.
about those,
Kalkaro's
like
best one.
genuinely. And this is like
Yeah.
a constructive criticism. If you want to implement co-op, look back on what people liked. Look back on what people spoke about. Don't just go, let's just do a racing one. No one genuinely, no one. You've got a prime example to add racing
Can I
with
ask
the
a question?
motorbikes. You've got go on.
Did anybody like it's still currently going on, the one where like you have the bike and you're like moving left and right and shooting with
I,
some
It's
I,
like
I,
so
hate
fucking
two of it.
long.
I hate
I-
it.
It's just fine. It's fine.
I did not
It's
like
fine.
it's too long.
It's just
It's
fine.
it's not that good to be that long.
Like after 10
yeah.
minutes, I'm like, I'm bored now. Like I'm actually just. I feel
But
like I have
that's
to
what I'm
struggle myself to do
saying.
it.
They're implementing things that we think we'll like, not what we'll actually like.
I feel like it's.
Like
it's
I enjoyed the
more-
racing thing we had back in 3.0 where you just like run
The-
like on the bike I'm talking about, the little tracks.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I think this actually kind of ties into maybe another bit of the conversation we can move to. I think like WuWa has this thing of they're doing a lot of these like, you know, the bike things where you move it to the lanes, really simple like events because it's still a mobile game at the end of the day and they want to put in leisure events
Yeah.
that are really simple to run. The problem is a lot of people actually kind of stopped playing WuWa because it was a game that was difficult to run for a lot of people in the first place, and they're bringing in a couple of new optimizations into this patch. By optimizations, we mean like render distance. That's really it. Like, oh, you're still having problems? Reduce your render distance, and hopefully that will like solve some issues. So I think it's
yeah.
kind of funny, you know, that they have all these accessible stuff, but yet the optimization
Storage.
still isn't there.
That's the big
That's
issue
the
I
big
see.
one. I think that's the huge one is the storage problem of Wuthering Waves. Is like,
A lot of people had to uninstall.
yeah,
Well,
simply
don't like
because
I've seen a lot of people
phones
say
now
that
come
they
with like
can't continue
200
playing 'cause it's
gigabytes
just
and
too big.
stuff, like the new ones.
we
Say it
say
again?
The new phones, like aren't they like all like 200 gigabytes minimum? Like how do
Yeah,
you have
because
those
people
things?
don't just have
I
like
don't know. I don't know.
phones cost like a laptop. The
Yeah.
cost
Oh,
of
yeah,
like a laptop
absolutely.
nowadays, so
Oh yeah.
which is
Yeah.
insane.
phones are expensive, and
Yep.
also like storage is expensive too on phones. Like if you want a phone with like at least like 500 gigabytes of storage, like at this point
Well,
in
if
time,
you want to play your game
like,
wherever
that's-
and whenever you want, you gotta pay the price.
right?
bucko.
Exactly. But
I
at that
just
point,
say
it's
get like a
expensive.
$200 to $300 tablet. It's a way
But-
better gaming experience.
Yeah,
But that is
especially-
really
especially
wrong
with the
on like
controller.
was.
I'd
Yeah,
say
with the
play on the
controller.
computer.
Oh well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
that
I'm
is
just saying,
really
if
wrong.
you
that
are
anywhere,
limited,
everywhere.
if you're
That's the thing.
limited, I'm saying I think I always just tell people to get a laptop though, because it can double for school. That's
But
usually
even
what
then,
I
you need a
say.
really good laptop to fucking run WoW
Yeah,
on a
my
PC these
laptop
days.
was
Like,
fuming, and I needed like
Oh,
the
that's fair.
cloud gaming thing.
Yeah,
to run
GeForce
Wuthering Waves.
Now.
that's crazy. But no,
Good alternative, but-
optimization's been a problem for a while when it comes to Wuthering Waves, and honestly,
They
I
said
think it's-
something about that in the stream.
Yeah, no, they
No,
they
they-
changed render
they talked
distance.
about- Yeah, the render distance option for the computer is actually nice because the new areas they are so big and so wide. I feel like it's a good
True.
thing that you have the
agree.
lesser render distance.
I agree.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, sorry.
hopefully 3.4. That's because people in my stream were asking the same thing. Where they were just like, yeah, but like, when are y'all gonna give us the opportunity to like essentially, bruh, Bidek
Oh,
said just erase all of Jinjo.
no, remove certain areas, right? Like for example, the Vinolium. We're never gonna go back there, you know?
The Aberrado
Yeah.
Vault.
Like we
Mhm.
could just download those specific maps that we don't go
They
to. The
they
echoes
do
of the
have
deep
that
or
though.
whatever.
They have a thing where like they have the option of like you only download the files that you need, but they need to do that more intensely, especially for
Is
mobile.
it on phones
Like,
though?
it is an option on phones, but it's not very good. I remember they introduced it and people tried it and it got rid of like 5 gigs worth of space. Like it did
Oh, wow.
nothing.
And
Like it actually
Yeah.
did nothing.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I
that's
think
not
they
good.
need to be
you
more
need an
aggressive
actual
with it.
ROM.
They need to be way more aggressive and be
Each.
like, okay, you want to load in this new
25
map?
gigs,
Okay,
50
yeah,
gigs. It
like
needs to be
whole
taken that
maps.
much.
Yeah, and you choose to download them that day. I think that's like,
Like
probably
specifically
important.
those maps that are not on the attached to the main map, like a Vinolium, the deep whatever in 2.5 with Frolova. Look, those
Whatever,
maps
dude,
can
yeah.
just go. Those maps
Or
can
like
just
it
go.
has like a
for real.
smart feature where it actually sees like what do you frequently visit, and anything you don't frequently visit, it just kind of auto deletes or something like that for a while. Like that would be
Yeah, because to be honest, it's not that hard to 100% the maps anyway.
yeah.
So yeah, by the time you are done 100%ing it, it could definitely be removed.
Yeah.
In a way, it could be done in the future if when we are done with Lahai Roy, this map specific is not even attached to Juan
bottom,
Long
you
or
mean?
Rinashida,
Mhm.
right? So this one could have just like get erased, or the others like Rinashida and Juan Long together. I mean, I don't know. It's too much, and also because you have to download it and the files are compressed and whatnot. To decompress it, you need a lot more space when you download before actually having the game available. It's quite annoying. I actually had a new extra disc just for the purpose of having extra space on my computer because
Oh yeah,
it just
that's smart.
occupies like what 130 150 gigs. Like that's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What do we all
I
think of the
think-
new?
Yeah.
What do we all think of the new characters?
Oh my god, yes.
Hey,
Ah.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Alright.
Which one first?
Sorry.
The
Let's talk about was it Haikyuu? Haikyuu?
Hiyuki.
Haikyuu.
The Glacio, the new
Glacio
Glacio girl.
I had to go piss real quick. I'll be right
Haikyuu
back. So Amethyst, you can start. Your thoughts.
Haikyuu is an anime, bro.
Yeah, Haikyuu's an anime. I don't know who the other
Haikyuu's a poem.
pink. I don't know who the pink-haired girl is that we saw, but
Yeah, that's new.
that's a new character, which I think looks pretty cool. Hiyuki looks incredible. Hiyuki looks
Holy fuck.
absolutely incredible. I am very, very interested in seeing how she fixes into the story and how they introduce this character, because it just looks like she's just aura farming all the goddamn time when she's on screen. So I'm here for it. I think she's going to be a very, very interesting character to learn about. If you guys look back at HSR when we saw Acheron for the first time, if you look back when we saw Acheron for the first time, it's a perfect example. Acheron was a mysterious character we knew nothing about. She's appeared in the
True.
story.
Very similar.
Macaron is so her, man.
And then look what happened. She became one of the most like high demanding characters of that time. And she was amazing. So is this character going to be like a character that has a similar influence on the community, where it's like, who is she and why is she so powerful? Where is she from? What's her past? What's her story? And then we find out more about her as the patches go along, till I'm sure they're going to build the hype for this character. And you know, why is she connected to Lucilla? Why? And also, you just know this was a PGR reference designing character.
Exactly.
We know it was.
Crimson Wave.
It's
You just know,
basically alpha.
Crimson. Yeah. Also, the design of this character is probably one of the best design characters in the game.
Oh, I don't know
For this-
about that.
I like the fact that she has clothes.
I like that she is that crazy?
I
No,
like
true.
I mean,
I like
Where's
the
the
fact
fact
that
that
Agree.
likes
Bait,
them
man.
naked?
I like the
That's why
fact
he's
that
implying.
she's aura farming. She's badass. She's beautiful. She's an
Yeah, that's a
attractive
female
looking
character done right. That I mess
Yeah,
with that too.
it's a female
No.
character done right. It's great.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I
have a
we said
hot
the same
take
thing about
about-
designing.
yeah.
We said the same thing about designing, but when she goes to her ult like that, it's going to be the same thing. When she goes to her ult, like the
No,
kimono,
I
like,
don't think so.
"Oh, let's go.
I don't think
It's just
so.
gonna,
I don't-
it's just gonna turn that.
She's gonna be wearing a
man.
bikini,
She's
bro.
gonna-
She's gonna be wearing
She's
underwear.
gonna do the
We're already
famous.
fine.
She's gonna do the famous PGR.
The kimono is gonna unfurl.
But I think
Gosh,
there's-
Riku.
yeah,
Can't
because
have
I'm
anything.
an advocate of someone that doesn't like Wuthering Waves characters that are too revealing. I don't like it.
Lucilla.
I mean, Lucilla's like, again, it's like she's a cool design character, but I'm
like
biased because she's
Lucilla.
got purple aspects. She's got like the purple coloring, right? So I'm
I'm
kind of
asking
biased.
this
Oh,
because
so
big
that's
Like
what
I'm
it's
someone,
like,
I'm
huh?
someone that doesn't like the design. I'm gonna go. I don't like Cantarella's design.
You
I don't
crazy
like it.
guy.
No,
Listen,
her
listen,
outfit
listen.
sucks.
Okay,
Her
I like
outfit
it.
actually fucking sucks.
I
I hate
get
it.
what you're trying to say.
I don't like it. It's too
Yeah.
like
It's
Can I say
too
something about
much.
that?
go
Is
on.
it the tits?
So, as I said earlier in this discussion, I haven't been the biggest fan of the Leroy designs personally. For me, it's kind of like SIGRIKA Mornier at the top, iMyth next, then Lene and Luke are tied, and like Lucilla's literally at the bottom. And the reason why, people are probably gonna get very mad at me for this. It is
Oh
what it
God,
is.
there we go.
Gonna start throwing hands.
Is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lucilla is literally just she stole Contrarella's face. First of all.
No.
First of all, the second thing, I'm not a big fan of that her hair shape or whatever, like the little, just not a big fan. And she feels like she's trying too hard to be sexy.
True.
Contrarella, the femme fatale, seductress thing, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, the big boob window. Why am I doing this? I don't know.
Cantarella's
Please, I
boobs are
apologize.
crazy.
Me and Amethyst are on the same wavelength. I know I keep doing it.
That's legit. That's
I'm just
literally-
too pretty.
That's literally.
But me and Amethyst are on the same wavelength. We're not the biggest fan of like the super revealing designs, but with Contrarella, it makes sense. It makes far more sense to
It's
me
like
with
Changli.
Contrarella.
It's like there's always going to be like that big old mama characters. Like
I don't
sure,
mind that
whatever.
there's characters like that.
Lucilla
I'm
to me just
saying-
feels like, bro, you're the president of a school. Like, why you got like this and your leg? It's just everything. It's just like, hey,
Listen,
look.
like
okay.
the students
for you
pay
as a
more attention,
teenager,
okay?
okay?
They pay more attention.
Yeah,
is
I'm
what's
definitely
happening.
not
like-
paying attention on her class.
I
that's for sure.
am not going to be able to focus on anything she's saying.
I'm just like,
Oh,
Contrarella
so
makes
that's
sense to me.
what I'm
She
talking
just feels like she's trying too hard. So that's just
It's like for a
that's my take.
teenager, it's like for someone that still is in tune with their teenage side, great character. An adult grown ass man, I see what you're talking about.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Lucilla
that's-
basically is experiencing the middle life crisis. That's what you're saying.
oh
she triggers-
gosh.
Middle.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm not gonna get her. I'm just saying that's just my opinion of her, like generally speaking. That's
Oh,
just
she
kind of
It's
better
okay to
work
have a wrong
well with
opinion,
other
sometimes
characters,
life
or
is
I'm
fine.
not getting that bitch.
Okay.
Like genuinely, like this new Hiyuki character's design looks incredible. Like
Amazing.
I'm really interested.
Yeah.
And this pink-haired girl, this mystery pink-haired girl, I think she's a
love her, bro.
I
So the
think-
light pink
I think
head,
she's
blue, the
Fractus.
color.
I think
love
she's
it.
Fractus.
Yeah.
I think she's a
Same.
Fractus member. I think she's one of the new
yeah.
overseers that Luke was talking about.
I think
agree.
I know her name.
Ooh.
It was said at the end of the last story.
Uh-oh.
They gave
Luke
us like
mentioned it.
3 names, didn't they? They gave us like.
They give us
Oh,
three
yeah,
names.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying it's
You think it's one of those?
theoretically.
You think it's
Yeah.
one of those?
Theoretically,
Okay.
yeah.
But like, I think
Arachnos?
no, Arachnos is.
Oh, no.
Christopher.
Oh no, Christopher. Sorry, I was reading my chat. Sorry, I was reading. my chat.
Arachnos is Christopher.
Yeah, that's Christopher.
There was a very specific name
Yeah.
that Luke said, and it wasn't the Fraxidus names. It wasn't the code names.
Yeah,
So-
it was
He
like
said a very
it was like
specific
an
name.
actual name, specific name.
Yeah.
Denia.
It could be her.
Someone's saying Denia.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
That was it.
okay. So that's what Luke said. Okay, that could be her.
Yeah, he's
I
talking
don't really
about SIGRIKA like your friend or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. I'm
But
interested in these 2 new characters. Obviously, Hiyuki being one of like the one that I'm now very much interested in. To the point where I said what I said. I think she's got an incredible design. This new pink-haired girl. I think she's going to be a villain that I think people are going to ask for but never get for the next 2 years.
It's gonna be for Lova number 2.
It's going to be for Lova number
Yeah.
2, where she's
That'd be
they're gonna
nice,
introduce-
actually. Shit.
They're going to introduce her, and people go, "Oh my god, I can't wait for her to be in 5 years." And then
Please
it's
no.
just it's
Nah,
gonna be what-
dude, like the big booby girl in Genshin. What was her name again?
I don't know.
The cryo fire girl. Shit, I forgot her
Cryo
name. Senora?
fire?
Senora?
Ah?
Right? What?
Oh,
Senora.
Senora.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
Senora.
were like that.
Ah.
They were like that.
Dude,
Yeah,
if
you're right,
we
she is
get no, there's no
Firecracker,
way. If we
kill her
get
off,
another Fraxidus
and,
member and she becomes playable before Scar or Cristoforo,
I
I'm
know,
gonna lose
right?
it. I'm actually gonna lose it. Like this, we
Nah,
can't.
Christopher
Car
is
isn't
not
going to be
gonna
playing.
I
for a
don't
while.
blame you.
They're keeping that card in their back pocket. You know, they're
Yeah,
like, we're
Christopher
going
Earl's
to
not
keep
coming
it.
till like.
We're
man.
keeping
The
it
thing about
here.
it is, he
You
literally
always want
said,
something to look forward to in the future, especially when
Yeah.
it comes to the roster.
It's
I don't know if
against your
Christopher
limit.
is going to get playable, or if he is, it's going to be under very specific circumstances. Because bro literally said his death is pre-written.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally said that.
I feel like he's
so
gonna
it's
be
true.
like a boss. He's a boss that will fight. Like that's what it will be. Like
I would love for him to
Like-
be playable though, personally.
I
Like,
think
all
he
I can
gives
say is I
NPC
don't give
vibes,
a
to be
fuck if he
honest.
dies in the story. Like that makes no difference to me whatsoever. You have characters talking to themselves. Like I have one Cantarella talking to another Cantarella or another.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter
we
if
have
they die in the
Iris. We
story.
can
Just
play
make them
Iris
playable.
right now,
I
and
agree.
she's technically dead. Well, not dead, but like we can still play
Yeah.
her right now. Like
Like
Who cares?
the Imus right now in lore, it's like she's an absolute shell, like just like a robot, like blank. The Imus I'm playing with is like bouncing about, like all sorts of things. Like
Summoning
it doesn't matter. Like, and I don't mean to like get on you because I sometimes like I'll see people like make that argument like actually seriously online, say, "Oh, the
No, I
character's dead. They
understand, yeah.
can't bring him back. They can't make a play." I was like, "No, you should
can.
shut the fuck up. This is a game. Make them fucking play. Bring back Fenrico. Make him playable as well.
They are-
Bring Shaper, Enrico, make Scar, get like,
True.
get all these fucking characters in. I don't give a
Chingyun.
fuck.
The Shaper,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, give them all, get them all, get them. Mia,
Yeah.
get Mia in there.
Avidius.
Mia.
Bring him, bring him,
Avidius.
bring him.
Avidius.
Avidius,
No,
yep, thank
that's
you.
the thing.
Yep.
They are traumatized with Himeko. But yeah, that being said, I think that what's gonna happen in the future is gonna be like we're gonna have Scar playable and he's gonna die. I think
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen in the story.
Yeah.
He's gonna die and
Yeah.
he will become playable on that.
No,
on
he'll
that
die.
combat.
He'll die. And then the fandom will be like, I hate you, Kuro Games. Then they'll bring him back somehow. Like, oh, what have we done? No, bring him back. Make Christopher rewrite him.
Exactly.
I
bring him
personally
back.
think, yeah.
But yeah, as for Yuki, Hayuki, I think that her design is amazing. It's basically Alpha from Punishing Grey Raven, and
Or Akron
I'm a
from
sucker.
Star.
I'm a sucker for samurai chicks and ponytails. So it matches basically what I want. Plus, hey, we're gonna be happy for once because what 1.3. No, sorry, 1.1 we got Zessie. 2.0 we got Carlotta. How long ago was 2.0? For after
Over a year ago
the
now. It's
last
over a year
Glacial?
ago.
You forgot Yoo-hoo?
Yeah.
What?
No one
Yoo-hoo?
cares.
Oh my
You
God.
the
No one
goat?
cares.
About
No one
the
cares.
fourth one. Okay.
I'm
Anyways.
fine.
Cow didn't know.
No,
what
but
fucking
like
ways.
it's been like so long since a Glacial character enters in the roster. Now, something could happen and people would be pissed if this happened. But what if the samurai chick had the same issue with Chuhwan happening to her, that she's not a DPS? What if that happens?
Oh no, bro. Oh no, it's over.
Stop the
It's
doom
over.
posting. Will go crazy.
Oh no,
Dude,
they
the
wouldn't
doom
survive.
posting-
Japan would
Oh
go
my god.
berserk.
Hey,
That's the thing,
sounds like
like, with the,
Carlota.
but, like I feel like with the,
benched.
the way that like WuWa goes these days of how they release characters and teams, ever since 2.0 they've gone down the route of like kind of like mono attribute kind of teams at the end of the day, like eventually. So the fact that we're gonna get another Glacio character means we're probably gonna get a few more pretty soon,
Yeah.
Wait.
I'd say, because they do like to have full mono teams and mono attribute teams. So this
Wait, I
actually
have an
might
idea.
mean
At the very
we're gonna get like
I was gonna say like T wanted to say something, so like
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, it's already been passed. I'm going to talk about Christopher, but don't worry, just continue the conversation.
No, we can go back to it.
Just continue the
Oh.
conversation.
But,
Just continue.
But yeah, no, like with Glacier, the way they do teams, we'll probably have more Glacier cards. Also, like, was it Glacio Chafe? The what's it? The
Glacio
Yeah.
negative
Chafe,
status.
yeah.
We don't
The
have,
negative
we have,
status.
We need that. So she's probably likely going to be in that kind of realm.
She could be that.
Negative status.
And
so we'll
also usually every single trope with like samurais and all that is
Yeah.
like always like slashing and whatnot. So it could make sense for her in an hypothetical scenario to be a
Mhm.
basic attack scaler.
She's gonna be so busted.
And if that was
Yeah.
the case, that could help out older units like Zessie, for example,
yeah.
or
Yeah.
Sanhua, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could be nice to revive
Yeah,
certain old teams.
Yeah.
I'm thinking she's probably gonna be skill. I'll be honest though. I don't know why. I've got a feeling it's gonna be skill
Like a
skill
Yaka.
based. Like
Well, first of all,
No,
when the fuck is she
I
going to
think it
be
is.
available in the game? That's a bigger question. Because we literally have the goddamn collab happening.
Well,
So
like, 'cause
imagine they
they
drop
said
her
that they're
in
gonna-
that patch with
It's
the
gonna be
other
out.
one.
It would not
the
surprise me.
segue-
We're gonna be
It would not
broke.
surprise me.
We are going to be so
It
No, 'cause-
would
screwed.
not surprise me. They put Luke and Imeth in the
Because
same patch. It wouldn't
the
surprise
segue,
me.
if we have to go on like a previous patches where they do the segue, the thing where you learn about the character, then they become like the first character on that next banner. So they did the same thing with Augusta. They did the same thing with who was it as well? Just recently, fuck. They've done it like 2 or 3 times where like the segue part is the first banner character of that next patch. So because they're doing it in the second half with Hyuki, I'm guessing she's going to be the first half of 3.3. That's my assumption
theory.
based on previous
theory.
updates.
So.
So
Can you imagine if they go, oh, Cyberpunk collab and Hyuki? I'll be like,
No, they can't do that.
Like,
Like they.
I'll be
Yes,
like,
they can.
oh,
They will.
It is
they
Sigrica.
can.
they will.
They
I don't know. I
can.
think they will.
Sigrica.
I've got a bad
Or
feeling they
Sigrica.
will.
I think that what's gonna happen is they will have the Cyberpunk collab, and they're gonna have once again that same anniversary banners where you get like a lot of characters and you select the one that you want to pull for,
No
and
one gives a fuck
afterwards it's
about
gonna be
those.
Lucilla
They want
and
Yuki.
Yuki. I think those two will be
Okay,
in
so
3.4.
I've got
I
something
think
that I
it's
noticed
time to
about
talk about
Hyuki,
buffs
her
of
design, and
1.0
also
characters,
how she
man.
might play into the story. If you look on the front there, shut up, Lore. Okay, so on the front there, she's
just
actually
called me
got
Lore.
she's actually a bloom bearer. Yeah, you're just Lore now. Shut
She's
up.
not.
She's got like a bloom, like a flower on the front
She got a
there,
Blake
and also
Bloom. She got a Blake Bloom on her.
it seems like it from what I saw from the picture.
By the way,
Oh.
I just saw a comment
On the
on
front.
video saying Hyuki means crimson snow. Is that true? Hyuki?
Ooh,
No, I was
that's
just
like
gonna-
Acheron.
I was just about to say that. No, it's not crimson. It's actually scarlet. It's actually scarlet. I looked at the when I was looking at the kanji earlier. It's
Wait,
scarlet.
isn't crimson and scarlet the same thing?
They're a bit different, I think, aren't they?
What do they call
Crimson's more d-
Crimson Weave in PGR? Is it called Scarlet? Like, does it translate? I wonder if it's the same. That'd be kind of curious. If someone in
I don't
chat
know,
could
maybe-
find that out, that'd be interesting to see if they use the same like terminology.
Google Translate, save us.
Yeah, because then that would be a direct reference to Crimson Weave.
Anyway, she's
I'll
Acheron,
look it.
100%.
Crimson Weave and Crimson Abyss.
I'm so pulling for this character.
She looks cool.
But yeah, so the kanji in Hyuki's name is actually Scarlet Snow.
Ooh, that
That's cool.
kanji,
I
that's
checked.
such a flex. Bro just formed aura.
That's awesome. No, Mr. TNP, is there anything you want to add to these new characters?
To be honest, I'm not as hyped as everybody else. I did watch a live video talking about Hyuki. Something about I said I did watch a live lessons video talking about Hyuki. I think
Yeah, I haven't got a chance to speak
about
yet. Go ahead.
about her being related to Chisa, and that is what has been hyped because my head is still in the Amith Chisa's connection to Amith story. Like that's my entire head. So if Hyuki is a part of that story, okay, I'm in 100%. But then with regards to like her character, I don't know anything about this character.
Oh, it's like
Before-
you're afraid it's a self-insert?
it's not even it's not even that. It's just that I know too little about this character to be
Right.
hype at all.
It's like
So
one
I'm
of the
just trying to
things
see
where it's
more.
just for a lot of
Badass,
people, it's like
cool-looking
just a
character.
surprise reveal. I kind of wish they surprised us a bit more, or like dropped it out of nowhere. I don't know how I feel about it just being in like a trailer and you spot it and like, oh my god, new character. I kind of
Exactly.
really like. I really liked how they dripped
last year.
Decepticon characters. I really like how they did that. Like they did like a
No, but
round.
Oh yeah,
two.
like this mini trailer.
Yeah.
Bitch!
I remember that. Oh
What
man,
a
the internet
nasty,
went crazy
vile
for that one.
fucking
Yeah.
cunt.
People went
The-
crazy. for
the-
that.
Caps,
no,
to,
the wall
to answer your
thing.
question about the Crimson Weave thing, I'm just looking here. If this the kanji that I'm looking at are correct one, it just translates to like a the shadow of deep red. There's no crimson or it's not the
okay.
same kanji.
That's I'm kinda sad
That
about
has to mean that she's a DPS, guys. Come on, trust.
It's
No,
Kuro
well,
Games.
it's time,
It's
it's
Kuro
time.
Games. It's Kuro
She
Games.
kills people.
They're capable of anything.
Okay, well, think about. Hold on. Think about it. We had
Deep
Amy
red, deep-
DPS.
deep
we
crimson,
had
yeah.
Luke DPS.
Benny.
Now we have Sigrika DPS. I think we're due for a support.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Shuhwan is an executioner and he's not a DPS. So
Watch the collab characters be support.
That'd be fucking awesome, by the way.
Actually,
'Cause I
that'd be
do want
pretty
them to
cool. I like
be,
that.
Yeah.
long lasting.
But yeah,
I
they'll
do
be
like
longer
supports.
lasting if the
Like Genshin Impact. Like something I loved about Genshin is that their supports like always stand the test of time.
Yeah.
Everyone's still using
They
Bennett.
kind of have.
5
I
years
want that
later.
to be here too. I mean, Shorekeeper.
Bennett can go get
stood the
fucked.
Time. Verena. stood
He's
the test of
amazing,
time.
and you're a
They're just
hater.
good
Forget
characters.
you. Can I speak?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, because I just want to gosh. Okay. TNP. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the video.
W.
Am I allowed, Cap, to self-glaze for a second?
Of course.
Sure.
No.
Of course. We gave you permission, man.
I got permission. Awesome. First of all, I just dropped a picture. It's not a Blake Bloom. There's a picture right there. It'll show it.
Oh no, it's not a Blake Bloom. No, it's not a Blake Bloom.
Yeah,
Not-
she has these same flowers all over her design. They're on her heels. They're everywhere. For a second, I was curious it was a Blake Bloom, but then we got to see that picture. Yeah, it's not a Blake Bloom.
All right. It looked like it from the side.
Yeah, for sure. But then, because I was curious myself too, I put out a video. Let's see, how many days ago was it? A week ago. Put out a video a week ago. And it is about this very topic, interestingly enough. My comments on it are, I'm literally getting comments after the live stream because everybody's just like, oh my gosh, you called it. I have been talking about the Miko character.
Who?
Hiyuku.
Miko.
She's a Miko
Chick, it's
character.
this chick.
The Miko, that's her name.
He's the Miko character.
No,
Got you.
it's a title. It's a
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
thing.
What the fuck is a Miko character?
Watch my video, you'll see.
Miko is a shrine maiden.
Oh, like Yai Miko from Genshin.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's where she got her name from. Yai Miko. Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
shit!
cool,
I
cool,
thought like it's
cool.
just like Yai
Okay.
Miko. Like okay, so that's like
Also, by the way, she's got the same eyes as Chisa, and she's got the same kind of a beauty mark under
My
her eye.
turn to talk, please.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I let you talk earlier. You about to like give all the sauce. But basically, long story short, I've been looking forward to this character for a while. It was crazy because apparently like leaks came out about this character beforehand.
Yeah, so I
probably like
heard.
a day or two before I put my video out. And so when I put my video out, I got a bunch of comments of people saying, "Oh my gosh, like, you know, it's clearly this, it's this and that." And I'm just like, y'all, do y'all have any idea how long it takes me to make these videos?
You're
I had the script.
You're caught. You're done. I'm making.
I had the
videos on
script done like 3 weeks before the video came out. Actually, almost a month actually. And so like, you know, people in the comments. And so then I'm just like, oh, that's kind of crazy because I did not know. I didn't know about Hiyuki at all when I was putting this together. And so now that we finally have her design and we see what she looks like I said in the video, I do kind of give a couple theories of who the Miko could be. And yeah, as Riku just said, her eyes look very similar to Chisa's. She also has the beauty mark. I am increasingly at this point thinking, and this might be like a brain blast moment for some people potentially,
I think I know what you're gonna say.
I think it's Chisa's mom.
What?
Yeah, maybe.
You know how in 2.8,
Mic drop. What?
you know how in 2.8,
Hell no,
It
that's
could be.
not 3.0, when everybody
we
was like,
got the red
why
line.
didn't we get to see her mom?
Yeah.
Like,
think
or
yeah,
her
it's
parents or
probably,
whatever. She's like,
Why
we were
do we
supposed
care
to see
about
the
her
big
mom?
reunion. Because remember, so some people missed this actually because it was technically optional. But in 3.0, when you first get to the academy, you can talk to Chisa.
Yeah.
Like she's there.
I know.
Yeah.
This makes me more
And-
mad that was optional, by the way. If that's the case, it
Yeah.
actually makes me more upset that this is optional. But
Shut the I have a
fuck up,
counter
okay.
theory. Maybe it's not
Well,
her
let me just
mum.
finish
Maybe
this
it's her
first, though.
little sister. Maybe it's her little sister because she was away in that tiny thing for like 20
I see
years.
what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
That's
So it could be
possible.
little
too.
sister instead.
That is-
that'd be interesting.
Did she say that she have a sister,
Mom
though?
would be too old.
No, I don't know if she did, but I'm just saying it could be a thing, possibly because the time
I mean, it
dilation.
doesn't
thing.
have to be too old. Depends on how old her mom was when she had her. If her mom's like 20 or something,
Okay, so
and
she's
Lucilla
a
is
middle.
kind of,
Anime
All right,
logic.
she's
no, because the
she's a
thing of it,
middle. All right.
realistically speaking, Luke is like probably in his 40s because this was 20 years ago. Luke was already working as a doctor 20 years ago.
I think he's older.
when he first met
I think he's
Rover.
older.
So Luke is probably at least 40. Lucilla is probably the same age. So even if that is her mom, it's still possible for her to be her mom and be around the same age range as Luke and Lucilla.
That's why she has white
But
hair,
yeah,
maybe.
if I don't know if we heard Maybe. But yeah, basically the point I'm getting at is when that happened, everybody was disappointed at Kuro. Just like, why did we get to see on screen the family reunion? Now
True.
Chisa does say something very specific. And I'm working on like a video for this. But basically one of the things Chisa says is she mentions how her mom looks different when in that dialogue. She was like, yeah, I'm still kind of wrapping my head around it. It's so much time has gone past. They've changed so much.
I mean, she has white hair now.
I mean,
and
if
kind of coming with
Chisa had this happen to her, I could see her mom just going on like a whole, escapade trying to find her daughter and doing all this stuff. And maybe that's kind of how. Yeah. So anyway, point is, I'm super excited. This is probably one of my most anticipated characters in Lahai Roy right now.
Damn.
And I called it. That's all I got.
And I personally think, right, that
I fucking called it.
if this is actually Chisa's mom, right? If this is actually Chisa's mom, it would actually put a lot of like. I think Cap said that she'd be more pissed about everything that happened in 3.0, but I think that it would make a bit more sense with the fact that Crow did not want to like showcase it.
No, but it means like,
it would just make
it would set it up is what I mean. Like the fact that you would actually, if you were forced to be like, oh, like I would try to find this or whatever, like it would just make more sense. But yeah,
it would make more sense. I just hope that they like they tell the story well so that we would be a bit more content with the fact that we didn't see the reunion, right? Like that's what I hope, because I really want all the stuff that we thought was bad writing in 3.0 to make more sense as we continue with the story. So just her being Chisa's mom, just
later, my opinion, just because they fix it later doesn't mean that 3.0 was like it's suddenly then good. But like, yeah,
no, that's a good point.
So they can have a reunion as a flashback, and your problem will be addressed in the future.
Oh,
maybe. Maybe that could be something that could be.
I'm just there is that, and I'm saying that
everybody thought the 2.8 was a filler patch. Everybody thought that.
I don't think that.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was filler.
Well, yeah,
no, it wasn't really a filler.
But a lot of people had that opinion at first when we were all going through it.
What makes a filler patch a filler patch? Question.
That's a whole nother.
Separate from the rest of the story.
That's a conversation. Yeah.
But in terms of story, people thought it was just like, oh, okay, this isn't really connecting to anything. And like I said, it connected to a whole lot. Like I said, I talked about that in that video. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with as Amethyst. I did it. Okay, you're not having fun with it. I'm sorry. I did that intentionally just as a joke. But the point I meant was, as you were saying earlier, he's above me. They're cooking right now. Kuro is in a really good spot with the story, and I'm just looking forward to the future.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on to technicalities, man. Time to talk about qualities of life and stuff.
There wasn't really much to talk about, to be honest.
I've got no thoughts on it because I literally only care about the story.
Oh,
that's me. That's me. Other people might care.
No.
I care about.
Again, I don't think there's all too much to talk about. There's not all like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It's
that's
just
really
like
it. They added blueprints to echoes, and that's like really it.
That's it.
That is kind of interesting, like to share,
that?
But like,
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
So they
basically like, you imagine like the blueprint system in Enfield. They brought that to the echo system in Wuthering Waves. That's basically what it is.
So you can import
basically
settings.
It's the planning of like the discard echoes. And to be real, I don't know how to do that shit. I still always need someone to help me with that. That's good to me, like the filthy casual that I am. Like it's good for a person like me. But
Captain,
I don't.
How are you gonna explain it? Because I'm curious with how I feel.
So the way that I briefly understand it is like you have your, like you have the actual echo management system as it in place right now, where like you auto discard things that are of a certain type or whatever. They have that, but instead of you doing it manually for every single like Sonata set or whatever it is, you could basically upload someone else's. You have like a seed, like blueprints and Arknights, and you put it on your own plan, so everything's already autoed out for you, so you don't have to do it yourself. That's what that is.
Okay, dope.
That's what I said.
Yeah. And then they also added a system whereby after you reach a certain amount of echoes that you have, it has an auto feature for smart discard. That's
Yes.
the thing.
Yeah.
And then they have
A
another
batch to
automation
discard and
system
select.
where you could auto discard stuff. I'm scared about that. That scares me.
Why?
Because
Mm.
I have a feeling people might
Probably
accidentally
optional.
delete good echoes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Thank you for the
Anything auto like that
objectively
is like,
better explanation than
Yeah.
Ryuku. Thank you so much for the objectively better explanation than Ryuku.
I think that
Fuck off.
the thing
You
is
ain't
like
Bennett, okay? You can't speak.
it's not a problem that entire thing with the batch discard and batch selection for the echoes on the echo menu and also the bag menu, because once again, if you finish a set already, most of the time you're not going to have a new character that
Yeah.
is going to be using that set.
that's because
You could make an argument
That's
for
what I really
rejuvenation
hate.
sets, but like, let's be honest, even Morny came out and there's a different
yeah.
healer set for her. So what's the point of, for example, being on Twitter and complaining about, I don't know,
But we're
I have
talking
like
about the same
200 and
tweet. We're talking about the
Yeah,
same tweet that we
exactly.
saw. Yeah.
I pointed that out to the guy that is like, oh, I have 273 Crown of Valor
Yeah.
echoes.
It's like if you're not
what are you
leveling
building
them,
that
discard
for?
them. Like there's no way 200 of them are the ones you can roll on. There's no way
You're
that you
not
have
gonna-
200 rollable ones. Like it's like
It's
people
an-
complain
exactly.
about echo storage limits. Like there's only 3,000, do more. But those same people won't actually use the echo management system to discard the things that they don't need anymore.
Well, we're
Like, we don't
hoarders.
need
I have
that.
a friend of
I happen to be one of them. We're hoarders.
Exactly. Now, if you, I have a friend of mine.
These
She
just a whore.
actually is really good at like managing the echoes. Of all the echo sets, maybe it's just the cloud something. I forgot about that one. The one that gives a attack percent damage buff to the next one, and also the rejuvenation set. Other than those two, she only has one set made for each character since the release of the game. She
That's
never
smart.
have extra more than like 400 or 300. For the people that have 2,700 and they need extra space, it's an issue that they themselves have at managing stuff. It's not an issue.
I
of the game.
started just getting rid of all the Renacita ones because I'm like, look, if I'm
Yeah.
clearing content, I don't need
You don't need
to
them.
like min max to the nth degree.
And then, like, if you want
Like,
to, you
I'm
can just
good.
go back and farm it. Like, it's not hard.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't take
Exactly.
a lot to do that. And I do like now that with the new system, it's also said that like they have a smart discard, and you will be reminded to use data merge. So like the game is saying to you, hey, you guys keep complaining about like echo space. We're gonna force you to actually use our systems. Use data merge. Discard them. Like it's literally telling you, hey guys, we implemented this for a reason.
Exactly.
You guys keep complaining. Fucking use it. And honestly, W. They're basically telling
I
you to
also
shut the fuck
forgot
up
about-
and use it. Like I like it.
I also forgot about something else as well. This is also for the same people that are hoarders. True, like V said. But like, it's a problem when you think that but there could be a character in the future that is the
Yeah,
best
that's what I'm
scaling
thinking.
or HP scaling, and that's why you hoard so many
Yeah,
garbage
I
that you don't
fall
need
into that
because
trap
there's gonna be a
sometimes.
Like it's
new-
pointless
There's going to
because
be a
like
new echo sets in the future that is going to
No.
be tight.
You're 100% right.
made
it's
for that
100%
character.
right.
because it's always one
pointless.
echo set per new character now. That's the way it's been for ages. It's the way it is.
And that's why they make them so easy to farm.
Yeah.
And also there's the last argument which is, well, what about the free cost echo sets that you're gonna have to farm later on for the for the 2-piece fire or the 2-piece?
Well, if they still persist in the nightmare formula, but they stop that for now.
That later on. You just farm that later on. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
I'll
like
be
this is like one of those
lacking.
like
I wanna
therapy
be caught
sessions,
lacking.
or like
Yeah,
I'm
it's
listening
for
to a
me to
pastor
understand.
do a sermon. He's like, so this is your notice to delete all those echoes. Release that burden from yourself.
Yeah.
Kill the lizard.
But that's just what it is. Like the game is, they're telling you, please use the things that we've given you to do. But people are
Yeah,
lazy.
you're right.
Let's be
They've made
honest.
so many of them.
People are lazy. Like they ask for these things and they don't use it. Same thing. Give us more endgame modes, and then people just don't do it. Like people say they want things and they never use it. It's the gacha player 101. So
Well, it's not just the
it's-
gacha player 101. It's just like people in general. People always buy crap that they're not going to use in their house. It's like it's that consumer mentality.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's not limited to just gacha players, really.
they like hoarding everything, even echoes.
Including
How
the-
is
the-
it?
No, it's not
wild.
that. It's like, oh, well, I'd rather have it than not have it. You know, it's like it's there.
Exactly.
If I want to, I'll do it. If I don't want to, I won't do it. But at least it's there. type of.
But then the problem is when
Yeah,
people run out of Echo storage space and they start complaining we need more storage.
Oh,
Well,
I bitch
actually,
about
you're the
that shit
problem. I
all the
feel like at
time.
that point.
Yeah, you're the problem. You're the one having so much shit on your basement that
Man,
and you're
fuck
not
you.
looking
The
for
problem here lies in the two fucking two pieces. Like the nightmare really got me going crazy. It's like, oh, I need like these two pieces now because that one is just three pieces. Oh shit. I gotta be careful now. I just stopped caring. I'll be honest with you, man. I
You-
just
Because
stopped
wanna
even
know
if
caring.
they
what's
raise the
hilarious?
storage limit, guess what? You just fill that up too. You
Wait a
would
second, wait a
just
second.
fill it too. Like
You want to know what's hilarious when you feel that is annoying, the two-piece sets. Did you know that the new characters like Luke and whatever, those 5-piece sets, they still have a two-piece that is above for Spectral or Fusion. So inherently, you don't need to have those echoes from older sets, regardless of your point of view. If you're gonna farm for a new character, you might
Yeah,
as
but
well.
you need the new
If you
echo.
farm
It's
for
like
Luke,
it's fine.
imagine
Exactly.
you're farming for Luke, right? Or like and the newer character, right? That
Precisely.
uses
It's like
two-piece
SIGRIKA. You can
Spectral.
pre-farm for SIGRIKA, which is a huge W, by the way. W to
Yeah.
Kuro for
Exactly.
that one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Imagine you're farming for
So-
SIGRIKA and you also have Shuhan for her team. Shuhan, for example, can use the two-piece aero set of any kind, right?
I think we're getting way too far into the fucking weeds about all this. I think
I
that's a different conversation for a different day.
You
It's
think?
the echo stuff. Anyways, yeah. I think it's good for what it is. At least for me. I don't know as for the rest of you.
I think it's right now. It's okay. Like just
Yeah.
people need to do better management of their stuff, and that's really
There's also a little extra thing that was changed on the Resonator trial menu. I
I don't care
I
about
don't
that.
really care.
Whatever.
Auto clear.
Yeah, no one gives a
I
fuck.
actually like that. I mean, why would
No,
you
it's
not
good.
like it?
It's
Like
just
it's nice,
not
but
really too notable.
because I get
Yeah.
tired of like I was like I don't. It's like I don't want to do it over and over again, especially like for the 5 stars because you do technically get a little bit of astrite. Now I can just click it and be done.
I personally think that Kuro has run out of things to optimize in the game. So they're just doing any. They're
Except
just
for the
doing
most-
anything
Oh, there's
at
one.
this point.
The fucking substat. Yeah,
They run out of
there's
stuff
one.
to optimize.
No, they
What
haven't.
about the balloons? The balloons, you can interact with the balloons, bro. That's
Exactly.
Oh my god, that
Oh.
changes everything.
I cringed at that. I was like, really, really? That's what we're doing.
You're focusing on that of all things.
That's one extra giga, by the way, on the game.
Oh my
30 more
gosh.
gigabytes for mobile users, so you can slash things.
Shall we start wrapping things up?
No,
I think Anthony's
okay,
gonna
Miss.
die.
Okay, Mister. I know you're in the middle, but holy fuck. No. So is there anything else people wanna briefly mention, or because we have come to the end of the patch notes?
There's new enemies for new fractures, which is kind of cool.
Keep
And,
Ryuko away from them.
other than that, yeah,
Oh yeah, finally, let's talk. Yeah, the new NPCs and the
the
new
new
mob
enemies.
types look great.
Yeah, they do.
Look
There's
great.
the-
Oh, they look. I like the
There's
design.
Look re-
And I feel
yeah,
like they've got to
the
be
big-
tied to like Hydra, right? Like they have to be.
One is so fucking hot, bro. She has such a big tits. I don't remember who she is. I think she was inspired in Lady Dimitrescu or something like that. I think
Yeah.
Legion's posted that on Twitter. Yeah,
Cardboard bag over the head, like a paper bag. You're good.
great, exactly. I think it's Fractalus Reaper, her name. Yeah, I think it's Fractalus Reaper,
Jesus.
probably. And the other ones, I don't know what the fuck those are. Bipolarch,
The
Miserarch.
bipolar one, the bipolar
Gerarch.
fractures member.
Yeah, like there's a lot of those, and also there's a Milliner, Maudol. There's a lot of new Fractalus enemies.
But it's
I like
about
this
time
fact.
because we've been fighting the same Fraxis
Yeah.
goons for like 2 years.
True.
So like it's
I'm
Yeah.
sick
about
and
fucking
tired
time.
of fighting the same guys.
I
and go, "Look,
honestly
look,
want them to
man."
bring the ones from the Order of the Deep. Like take those Joker and put them out in the open world or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We haven't seen them in a while either.
I just think after we defeated the Order of the Deep, or they're like kind of done now. I don't think we kind of need those. I think it would go against the point if we 2.X's villains like Order of the Deep and all that stuff. It's like that was dealt with after we finished that arc. So I think bringing them back would make people go, why the fuck are they here?
Yeah.
Did we like deal with those?
Yeah,
But
they're good. We're good.
I mean, you could put them in Tower or
I
Withering
mean, no, you
Waste
could
or
put them in
something.
yeah, in game modes like that you
Withering
could.
Waste.
But I
Yeah.
mean, like, I like the fact that we're finally getting new mobs. I do.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
do. And I'm finally, thank to the gods, we're finally getting back on track talking about Fractalus
Yep.
instead of talking about another issue that I don't care about. I care about the Thronodian and I care about the Fractalus. That's about it. That's it.
I mean, they are the big
I
events.
agree.
so
Rose
yeah,
simple
you're
man.
You're sleeping on the court, my guy. You're sleeping on the court.
Court is
Oh, the Court of Savante.
that,
Yeah,
that's
the Court of
honestly
Savante is
the most
interesting.
interesting to me.
The
Like
Court
just
of
purely
Savante
for
is
the word
interesting.
law.
And I'm interested. Where's Shi Yuan from? He's from a place. Is that wasn't he sent by the Court of Savante?
No, he's
no.
from
Who was he
Ming
sent
Ting.
by?
Ming-Ting.
Oh, he's from
Ming-Ting.
Ming-Ting.
He's
Okay.
meeting,
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
Huanglong, main big cities in Huanglong.
Okay,
and
but
all
yeah,
that.
different. Okay, that's different then.
But he's
yeah,
connected to your boy.
Yeah, I know he's connected to my boy. He's connected to my
He's
boy.
connected to your boy.
We ain't seen him again.
Get you, Lynn. You come on, bro. Come on. Don't do that to me. Get you, Lynn's coming
Don't
back.
give me hope. Obviously he's been
Like
mentioned that
Avengers.
he's around.
Don't-
He's alive. He's
Don't give me
kicking
hope.
somewhere. But
He's
we
gonna be
ain't
in
seen
Ming
that for a
Ting,
while.
probably. Gotta be in Ming Ting.
Yeah, he's probably
Yeah.
chilling in Ming-Tin, like, yo, I've been waiting for you to arrive. Let's have it then.
Go for
Yeah.
scraps.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
Pretty much. Yep.
I appreciate all of you for coming along today for a conversation. I
Thank
actually
you for the
really enjoyed
invite.
this conversation. I actually thought it was really quite
interesting.
fun. So it was pretty good. Thank you guys
Classic
for
Discord VC.
hopping along. I really much appreciate it. Always love to do these kinds of things for the patches. And I hope you all guys have fun for 3.2. So
Yeah.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Hope you all
As
have
one of
fun.
the few
Thanks, man.
SIGRIKA owners.
Yeah, the very
Hey,
few that are going
just
to be
this
The
owned.
red
two
line.
of you who are pulling for her.
Just
two
this
of
for the
us.
redheads.
All the best here.
I appreciate y'all. See you
Appreciate
guys
being
next
here
one. Oh
too.
wait, before we go, can everyone give me like a thumbs up, something for a thumbnail? And someone thumbs up or a fucking smile or like a or whatever. Yippee!
Oh, easy.
All right, great. Thank you guys. Awesome. All right.
All right,
Did
see
you
you guys
practice
later.
that, Amethyst?
No, I
Oh, he
could
does
just
it all the
always-
time. He just mobs.
It's really good.
I could just I was doing the famous Lucy from Edge Runners where she's looking at the screen and she's got her eyebrow
Ooh.
raised.
I still have to
Yeah.
watch that, by the way. I'm gonna watch it
You
before
do,
the
you have to. Yeah, watch it
Get
before
on
the
it.
collab.
before the collab.
It will break you.
Yeah, don't be
I
like
played the
Mr.
game.
Pokey. Don't be like Mr. Pokey that gets excited for a collab and then watches the anime afterwards. Okay,
Oh.
go watch.
Oh, okay,
go
got
watch
you.
it first.
No, yeah, I played the game, but just for context, I did not play the moon ending of the game. I
That's
think
fine.
I
It
got
doesn't
the
matter.
first two endings, but I never played the moon one.
That's
so
fine. Yeah,
It,
that's
it
fine.
does. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It's completely
Doesn't
separate.
matter.
You don't. It doesn't.
Okay,
matter.
got you.
It really doesn't matter.
By the way,
Yeah, no,
you're
no,
gonna need
I'm looking
t-shirts,
forward to it, though.
Just saying. You're gonna need
Good.
I'm looking
t-shirts
forward
for
to
the
it.
anime.
Yeah, but thank you, Cap. Appreciate
worries.
you. It was nice to meet
Yes,
you, TMP.
see you guys later.
Ooh.
Yeah,
All
let's
that.
If you
meet
ever need
you,
anything, y'all just
T,
DM me,
nice
hit
to
me
meet you,
up.
bro.
Yeah, have fun,
I
I really,
everyone.
I
This
really
is our first time
appreciate all of
talking
you for
on camera.
accepting me into this group chat. It was awesome being here. The
Of course.
conversation
Hell
was
yeah, man.
cool.
Hey, we appreciate you, baby.
The conversation.
Yeah,
Nice
Ah,
meeting you.
thanks, man. Appreciate.
we should hang out
appreciate.
more, man.
Bye, guys.
Definitely,
Bye-bye.
definitely. Bye.
Bye bye.
Peace.
Take care.